Whether you just came from a workout or you're just out and about, our Social Sips have everything you need to feel good to feel good. Here at Social, we have a variety of teas, shakes, social bowls, or you can even try one of our cold brew coffees, made with you in mind. At Mustang Social and Hometown Social, it's always tea time.
Where you call home is important, and when things break, who you call to fix that home is also important. When it comes to heat and air needs, local matters. Bo Kokenauer of Koch's Mechanical knows that, and that's why Koch's Mechanical takes pride in serving the community he calls home. Whether you need a tune-up or a whole new unit, call Koch's Mechanical. Don't pay big company prices. Call Koch's Mechanical.
Got AC trouble? Call our dad. Bo knows heat and air.
At Contemporary Family Dentistry, our core values are the heart of our Big Little practice since 2008. Our friendly and professional staff are here to ensure your experience at the dentist is a positive one. Does going to the dentist cause you anxiety? No worries. We offer IV sedation for all procedures and your comfort. We are open Monday through Friday at our Newcastle location and now also in Blanchard.
At Ortho Central, our goal is simple, to make your life better. Whether it's getting you back to the sport you love, chasing after your grandkids, or simply enjoying a day without pain. With locations in Norman, Midwest City, and now Newcastle, Ortho Central's team of surgeons, physicians, physical therapists, and athletic trainers are committed to helping you live your best life. Ortho Central, we're part of your team.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers.
At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
High-speed fiber internet is now available from Tuttle Broadband. Get faster speeds, up to 1 gigabyte in the most modern service available. Stream your favorite shows and get connected with no service contract and competitive pricing. Tuttle Broadband. Schedule your installation today. High-speed fiber internet for a more connected Tuttle.
Yeah, I'll be ready. Can hear the sweating. Can hear the sweating. Can hear the sweating out. Can hear the sweating out.
The First National Bank and Trust Company presents to you the Tuttle Team Spirit Card. We proudly serve more than 20 area schools and have donated more than $82,000 in 2023. So, what are you waiting for? Support your Tuttle Tigers and make every transaction count. Come by the bank to get your Team Spirit Card today at no cost to you. The First National Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
Navigating through Medicare.
Country Equipment is your locally owned full-service dealer of Kubota, Polaris, Skag, and Hustler equipment.
Whether it's for 2 or 200 acres, Country Equipment has the Kubota tractor and attachments to help you get the job done. Country Equipment carries a full line of trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, and more from top brands like Echo and Steel. Mowers from brands like Kubota, Hustler, and Skag are sure to keep your place looking great all year round. Plus a full parts and service department for all the brands we carry. Come see us today at your locally owned Country Equipment. Life is complex enough. With decades of experience, Cornerstone Insurance Group makes insurance simple. We can help with coverage for your home, farm, or ranch, coverage for all the drivers, cars, and equipment in and around your house, coverage for your business, large or small, life insurance to give you peace of mind. Call or stop by today, and one of our experienced, licensed agents will shop dozens of insurance companies for you, saving you time and money. Call our office or visit us online at oklahomainsured.com.
Looking for the perfect way to satisfy your barbecue cravings? Look no further. We welcome everyone to enjoy our mouth-watering barbecue made with love and care. Our family-friendly barbecue joint is more than just a restaurant. We're part of the community, and our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch in Tuttle and Rush Springs. Come for the barbecue, stay for the good times with family and friends.
Williams Foods, more than just a grocery store. Williams Foods has been serving communities since 1971. That is 45 years strong and counting. We are successful because we offer great service, great prices, fresh produce, and the best meat money can buy. Williams Foods is not just in your communities, we are a part of your community. We donate 1% back to any nonprofit organization, and we donate up to 6 cents per labels to anyone fundraising. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it.
All right, folks, welcome to Tiger TV. We're here at Richardson Family Stadium, and it is playoff week, round one, as the Elk City Elks come to town. The Tigers went 10-0 in the regular season, so they were district champions, which means they get to host 2 playoff games if they win the first one. But in playoff season, it's all about winning one game at a time. So everybody's looking to go 1-0 right now, and the Tigers are looking to do the same. And we've got a great game lined up. Weather is beautiful. About 31 minutes to kickoff. I am here on Tiger TV with Hudson Peck.
That's right.
You're used to seeing Breck Draper next to me, but Hudson Peck filling in. You've seen us do Peck's Picks on the broadcast, and this is the man behind the graphic right here, Hudson Peck. Hudson, good to have you on tonight.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So got a good one tonight.
For just a little bit.
Lots of action going on. So what do you think so far about the Tigers this season? There's Breck Draper. He's here. He made it. So Hudson's got him covered though. No worries. Next, we're in next man up mode right here. Next man up.
Yep.
That's right. One goes down or is a little bit late. Next man up. So Hudson was ready for the call. So the Tigers have done really well, 10-0, like we said. Really good season so far. Hudson, what do you think about the Tigers coming in to this week? What do you think about the kind of last game of the regular season? How that one went? What are your thoughts on that one?
I mean, it's a blowout, honestly. Yeah, blowout.
Blowout, yep.
Yeah,
hey, there's not much more you need to say about that. The Tigers did blow out their competition in the last game of the season. Senior night was very successful, even amongst the weather and things that were going on. But the Tigers have done that pretty regularly this season, handling business in a big way. Kevin, do we have the season stats graphic? Let's go look at those season stats, and we'll see just how dominant the Tigers have been in the regular season. And so you can see there, Hudson, Tuttle Tigers outgaining their opponents 3,680 yards to 2,073, almost 16, almost doubling up their opponents. So when you talk blowout, that's a blowout. Pass yards, they've doubled them up, 2,300 yards this year passing. Yards per game, 233, 65% completion percentage, 33 passing touchdowns to 2 from their opponents. So you can see there We talk about the athleticism in the back end of that Tiger defense, and really that translates on both sides of the ball. So you've got 4 or 5 guys on each side of the ball back there. C.J. Simon, Brady McAdoo, those guys handling business, doing a good job. And rushing touchdowns 24-8. You can see the 3rd down, 4th down conversion percentages. And then that last one right there, that's a huge one. 22 turnovers. They've taken the ball away 22 times and only turned it over 7 times. So really taking care of the ball, and we know that's sort of the unwritten key to the game every week is turnovers. And so, Hudson, which of those stats kind of jumps out to you the most there in terms of the Tigers this year?
Man, I didn't know it yet, but I was on Instagram and I saw Cruz posted on his story about like how he reached 2,000 yards. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, Cruz has had a phenomenal year. I think he's almost 2,600 yards.
Yeah,
I think he's got
like
29 touchdowns
Yeah.
to like 3 interceptions. So really, really good season for him there. Yeah, doing really good. That offense is clicking, and I think it's going to click tonight as the Tigers come into this one. Elk City, we can see them down there warming up. How would you describe their offense down there warming up, Hudson? What would you call that?
Big quarterback.
They got a big quarterback,
yeah, big
absolutely. Line's pretty good sized.
Yeah.
They're kind of running a lot of backs in the backfield, a little bit of a kind of a wing tee, not really the old school kind of option offense per se, but they've got a lot of running backs back there, a little bit of misdirection. And so if our defense does what they usually do, there's 2 guys in the middle of that defense that were on the coaches show this week. That playoff preview, they're going to have a huge night. Falwell and Avalar may have 15 tackles apiece in that first quarter.
Yeah, probably.
So they should have a good night, and that front line should have a good one as well. So looking back on the season, Hudson, what was kind of one of the most memorable moments for you as you think about it just kind of off the top of your head when you look at the regular season, those first 10 games? What was the most memorable moment for you? What jumps out to you?
I mean, that like playing Blanchard, that Brady McAdoo 99 punt return, I mean, that was pretty – I think that was probably the most memorable.
Yeah, that was electric.
That was pretty cool.
On a night where the atmosphere is like it is, big game, big implications for that game, and our man Brady McAdoo, Mac, absolutely steps up in that one. That was a fun one, that punt return, and he's done it time and time again.
Yeah.
So what do you think the odds are that Elk City punts the ball to Brady McAdoo tonight?
Probably pretty low. Probably going to be a bunch of out-of-bounds punts.
Yeah, if they've been coached up on anything, if they've practiced anything, it should be punting the ball out of bounds this week. So if not, we hope Brady McAdoo gets a lot of chances at punt returns because we love to watch him take him to the house.
Yeah. Automatic touchdown.
Almost. It's almost
I know.
been that way.
Yeah.
He's even had a couple of – I think he's got 5 officially on the year, but he's got 7 because he had 2 called back for penalties. So even more than the stat sheet shows, he's more likely to take it to the house than the stats show. About 26 minutes left here before the game. You want to take a commercial break, Kevin? Okay. We are going to take a commercial break here on Tiger TV. We'll be back in just a moment. Hudson, thanks for joining us on the pregame show, Williams Foods pregame show. Appreciate you jumping in there, and we'll be back in just a moment.
All right.
At Jamie Joe's, our burgers are handmade with 100% pure beef. From our grill to your table, you'll love every bite.
Jamie Joe's, half-price burgers all day Monday.
Country Equipment Rentals is the spot for all the tools to help you get those projects done. Whether it's a power washer, jackhammer, stump grinder, or tiller, or if you need something a little bigger like a tractor and brush hog, skid steer, excavator, or even a bulldozer, Country Equipment Rentals is the place to go. All right, welcome back to the Williams Foods pregame show here on Tiger TV. Playoffs, round 1, Tuttle Tigers versus Elk City Elks as the Tiger bus is heading into the stadium with the police escort. About to hear Welcome to the Jungle.
I don't think we're going to. We've been getting naughty listed by YouTube for playing music.
We've got a workaround, so we should be good. But you'll see those Tigers make their way out onto the field here shortly for their pregame warm-ups. They actually warm up off-site, and that's not the only
on the
warm-ups they do.
baseball field, yeah.
Absolutely.
They're out there with the lights on, partying and
having a good
staying
time.
off the grass. Kindly staying off the grass.
That's right. You got pictures of Clint Eastwood out there. Stay off my grass.
Yes, I got signs like an old man.
I like it. There's the lights out, and here come the Tigers. So these boys should be ready to play playoffs. You saw the graphic today, second season. That's kind of exactly what it is. You can just wipe the slate clean. Everybody goes back to 0-0, and it's all about going 1-0. Fireworks this week.
Oh, fireworks,
baby.
Bradley. Get them on tape.
Oh, man, look at this.
It's like the 4th of July.
That's genuine excitement because I did not know we were going to have fireworks.
It's always a surprise. Coach Brooks pulling out the stops.
You never know what's going to happen.
We've had good gates. When you get good gate money, you get to do fireworks now.
I like it.
Right?
I like it.
That's cool. That's a cool picture right there.
That is very cool. So
hopefully someone gets that.
I'm going to try and snap a picture of that. Let's see if we get another one there. I don't got too much of a reflection. But anyway, sorry, we're distracted by the fireworks. We're like children in here. That's cool. So Tiger TV, Williams Foods pregame show. Tigers making their way onto the field, warming up. That's what the playoffs is about, though, man.
Yeah.
Stepping it up, ratcheting things up a level. And, again, everyone's trying to go 1-0. So it doesn't matter what you've done to this point. Everybody got here. Everybody's on a level playing field. And everybody's bringing their A game. And you've seen some crazy things happen in the playoffs. So we come into this game, the Tuttle Tigers should win this game. By all accounts, should win this game. But you got to go out there and do it.
Well, and I think if Kevin can pull up the bracket, if we can take a look at the bracket, we'll have that in just a moment. But, I mean, you see matchups that I think you see matchups that are really good ones in the first round. Ada and Cushing's very entertaining. I don't think that Cushing's really going to play like a 4 seed. They've got a really good ball club. They're big and physical. Ada's having a really good year. They're really excited about their team. Sometimes you know, when you haven't had success, you're winning. You're the 1 seed. Maybe you go in a little too high of confidence. I think Cushing could maybe, you could see a Cushing Tiger win there. I think the Weatherford Bethany game will really good. You got a Division I player over at Weatherford at the DN, Nickens, or not Nickens. I can't remember his name. Nickens was at Millwood, I think. But the big boy, he came over and we played him a couple years ago.
I think it's Nickerson.
Jaden Nickerson. And he's really a good tight end DN. I think he's committed to OU. And so, I mean, there's some interesting matchups. You never know. Blanchard and Clinton. That can be an entertaining one. Wagner Poto. I know Wagner's down. Alex Shield Knight, their big star, committed to OU. He broke a leg, I believe. CJ Nixon, the guy from Weatherford. But, Salsaw Grove. Don't know much about those guys. Not really worried about that. You're worried about Tuttle Elk City, obviously. But Miami Hilldale, we'd get the winner of that. And I think it's a good ball game out there in eastern Oklahoma tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can see those matchups, and it's going to be interesting to see who comes across those brackets. Blanchard's got a tough one over there with Clinton, a traditional kind of powerhouse. And those are the kind of schools that, okay, they're the 3 seed in their district, so they've kind of had an off year by their standards, but they've got tradition, and they know what it takes to win in the playoffs. And so sometimes you see some crazy things happen in the playoffs.
And you were just talking about Clinton, right?
Yes.
Because, I mean, you look back a couple years ago, and we're the heavy favorite to win that football game. And, I mean, unfortunately, I don't like talking about it, but they got after us, and nobody saw that coming, and nobody expected it. So a lot of things can happen. You're right. There's so many things. Coach Ballard always talks about there's so many things that have to go right to win a football game, and so many things can go wrong. So it's really hard to be really efficient. And in this atmosphere, at home, and it's exciting, and you know that if you lose, you're done. So sometimes guys play out of their mind a little bit.
Yep, absolutely. You look up and you got one game ahead of you, and sometimes when you can just focus on that one game, you really lock in and have some pretty phenomenal nights for guys. So you never know what will happen. The Tigers should handle this one. We can take a look back at last week, how that game went. Tigers won it 40-10 over Hera. Hera came to town and walked away with the L, and you can see there the total plays pretty even, 52-50.
And I think usually we're trailing in that total play column when we've blown people out.
Yeah, absolutely. We score quick, so you don't get the volume of plays. But last week ran quite a few total yards. You can see almost more than tripled them up, 329 to 104. pass yards 177, which is below average, believe it or not, but it was a rain game. Hera had 9 yards passing, rush yards 152 to Hera's 95. Hera did have a little bit of success running the ball, and so something to kind of watch as you get deeper into the playoffs. First downs 14-6, and turnovers, Tigers had 1 and Hera had 2. Then you can talk about the stats, individual stat guys down there.
Yeah, Campbell was really efficient, 10 of 14, 177 with 3 touchdowns. Brownsville had a big night with not a big workload. 13 carries, had a long 52-yarder, I believe, for a touchdown, his longest run of the season for a score. McAdoo, another solid night, 4 catches, 41 yards, a touchdown. Kendall, same thing, 2 catches and a touchdown, 47 yards. Jalen Lane, a catch for a touchdown up the seam. Avalar had a big night defensively, so did Falwell and Gonzalez. And so, I mean, the stats, really, nobody cares anymore. You got to just go win football games now, and it's been a nice year for stats. We've talked about those earlier. You guys went over those, but, I mean, nobody's concerned about that anymore. They're really just worried about, finding a way to win a football game.
Yep, find a way to win the next one, and that's what it's all about this time of year for sure.
We're going to go look at the Tiger to watch
Let's
here?
do our Tiger TV Tiger to watch.
I think we know who he is, and I think he'll be watching.
Absolutely. I know everybody keeps their eyes locked in on number 11 when he's out there on the field, and especially in the playoffs when the lights are on, McAdoo's the guy to watch.
Yeah, he's just had a big year, and I think we're about to get ready for the anthem. They're presenting some flags, but we'll keep talking about Brady for just a second and probably have to catch back up on the other side. But, I mean, anything he's asked to do, he's been big time in this year. He's made some huge defensive plays. Big pick against Blanchard, and a huge pick against Guthrie to save that game, and then wins the game with a catch, not necessarily by himself. But, I mean, we talk about him all the time because he deserves it. He's a special athlete that does really a lot of things at a high level, and you see the numbers on the screen. I don't need to go over them all, but I mean, I think it's 19 touchdowns. It could be 20 almost coming up on. It's electric, and just pretty cool to watch him do all the different things he's asked to do.
Yeah, he's got 19 touchdowns, catching, returning, or rushing, and he's thrown for 1, which makes it even 20 for that. So yeah, he's accounted for 20 touchdowns, but. Yeah, so we'll go to the anthem here and be back in just a moment. national anthem has been played by the Pride of Tuttle Marching Band. Special Veterans Day edition. Thanks to all our veterans for their service. Coach Bell down on the sideline, service member. Tyrese Gonzalez, service member for your Tuttle Tigers. Excited to honor those guys and thank them for their service. And we're going to take a quick commercial break here on Tiger TV, and we'll be back in just a moment.
There's a few things we live by in Oklahoma: honesty, integrity, and hard work. At Triton Foundation Repair, if you don't need foundation repair work, we will be the company that tells you, because when you do need it, we want to be the company that doesn't. Honesty, integrity, and hard work. Triton Foundation Repair.
Looking for the perfect way to satisfy your barbecue cravings? Look no further. We welcome everyone to enjoy our mouth-watering barbecue made with love and care. With a kids menu and outdoor patio, we have something for all ages. Come for the barbecue, stay for the good times with family and friends.
Al's Heat and Air is a proud supporter of the Tuttle Tigers. Serving the Tuttle area for almost 40 years, we work on all makes and models. As a trained comfort specialist, we sell the best and service the rest. Al's Heat and Air, 405-381-3602.
Where you call home is important, and when things break, who you call to fix that home is also important. When it comes to heat and air needs, local matters. Bo Kokenauer of Koch's Mechanical knows that, and that's why Koch's Mechanical takes pride in serving the community he calls home.
Need your AC service? Let our dad serve you.
At Tactical Pest Solutions, we prevent pests from taking over. Our defense will give you peace of mind, keeping your home or business safe from pesky bugs or creepy crawlers. Our tactical approach proactively treats your spaces before high-traffic pest season. Make an appointment today, even if you haven't seen indications of bugs or pests, so we can play defense for your home team. Give us a call and let's keep your home or business free of what's bugging you. Tactical Pest Solutions. We can beat the bugs to the punch.
As a mama, you're constantly pulled in every direction. HotWorks is where you get to hit pause. Sweat out the stress as you recenter in just 30 minutes. You deserve this.
Whether you just came from a workout or you're just out and about, our Social Sips have everything you need to feel good to feel good. Here at Social, we have a variety of teas, shakes, social bowls, or you can even try one of our cold brew coffees, made with you in mind. At Mustang Social and Hometown Social, it's always tea time.
Williams Foods, more than a grocery store. At Williams Foods, we pride ourselves on our meat, and we have the best, the freshest, the most tender meat money can buy. There is no better meat in the world. Williams Foods cuts it fresh every day, just the way you like it. Don't be fooled by big box stores that don't cut their meat on site. We do meat right and better than anyone. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it. Williams Foods, your fresh meat, fresh produce, and much more store since 1971.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Williams Foods pregame show here on Tiger TV. It is playoff football action, and it has been an exciting night already. We had fireworks when the Tigers came into Richardson Family Stadium, and we're looking for more fireworks tonight as the Tigers face the Elk City Elks here in Tuttle, and we're looking for a good game tonight. Hopefully the Tigers can continue their winning ways, move to 11-0, and more importantly, 1-0 in the playoffs. And our keys to the game tonight, going to take a look at those. The one that's probably not on there, but you know what it is, turnovers. Win the turnover battle. That's always.
I don't know if I put that on there this week.
It's always there.
It's
in our hearts and in our minds.
Yeah, you bleed it.
That's right. So be dominant rushing the football. That's going to be a key tonight because Elk City's got some size to them, and they're going to try and do the same thing. And so you're going to have to match that. Stretch the field. Elk City is going to try and keep you boxed up, and so stretch the field on them and just win, baby. That's what it's about this time of year. Just win.
That's it. You just got to find a way to move on to the next round. It doesn't matter what the score is. It doesn't matter if you play all that well. If you find a way to win, you move on and you start over next week. Every week's a new season. You have 4 seasons left, 4 quarters of the game left, and you got to finish. And I think the Tigers like their draw. I think they're not going to look ahead of themselves. I think they're really a mature team. We talked a lot on the coaches show. I don't know if we went over that, but if Kevin wants to pull up the coaches show, we'll do it again next Wednesday night, pending a Tiger win tonight. It'll be the playoff preview show with Coach Brad Ballard. We'll have some more high school guests, but last Wednesday we had Luke Falwell and Adrian Avalar join me. Eli was in South Texas at the beach with a shirt on, and so he couldn't make it.
That's right.
And I had to do it by myself. I got a little nervous, but I handled it. And,
toes in the water, you know what, in the sand.
Yep, shirt got in the sand. He's a shirt swimmer. But anyway, no, we'll have that next Wednesday. It'll be live, and then you can go back and watch it. But you can go back and watch the show we did with Coach B and those boys Wednesday. It's online on our YouTube channel where you're watching now. So anyway, Elk City's got the big blow up on the field. Who let that thing
Got
out?
the inflatable. Somebody brought that to town. Got the helmet over there. Looking good. So talk about from a coach's perspective, that one game at a time mentality. It's a little different being a baseball coach because you're playing back-to-back days.
Yeah.
So for you, I'm assuming it's focus on that one game, and when you win, a little bit of a mad dash to scout and stuff.
Oh,
a little bit
incredibly.
little bit different in football, but talk about how you maintain that mentality.
Well, I'm not saying that you can't look ahead a little bit. You have to kind of foreshadow a little bit to try to get an idea so you make sure, because I think the biggest thing for any staff that's successful is they want to be as prepared as they can possibly be. So if you get your homework done and you're really confident about your game plan, you go through all the film, and then you feel good about what you're doing and you're confident with your team, you're going to, when you're off time, you might take a look at some other games and get yourself ready for maybe another opponent, or maybe try to get some ideas of a game plan together. And that's not, I don't think that's looking ahead by any means. I think it's just being prepared, and you always want to have a plan ready to go, and be prepared is, I think, the key to it. Yeah, like you said in baseball, we play on Thursday, and if you win, you turn around, you got to play. I'll take it back to Elk City 2 years ago. We're playing a Division I arm in Fort Gibson, and we win, and we sat there all day and watch and scout all the teams so we can see them all, because we don't know who we're going to play next. And then we have the first-round draft pick the next day, and we're sitting there doing our homework. There was a tornado also that came through town, and so Coach Suttles and Coach Moore and me and Coach Bell are in the indoor till 1 o'clock in the morning watching film on Cash Mayfield, trying to figure him out. That kid is just made him a lot of money. $5-point-something million is what he signed for, I think. And so, but it was a nightmare. You don't have enough time to prepare, really, and you got to do your homework ahead of time. And the same thing, you're going to take a look ahead a little bit. You can't be stupid. I think it's just irresponsible if you don't look ahead a little bit, but you're not overlooking your opponent this week by any means.
Right. Yeah. Be prepared and keep those guys prepared. Keep those guys locked in. Make sure the players. I think that's really probably the biggest task. To make sure the players don't
show
look
them
ahead.
The film. You just do your own research. Yeah.
Right. So different approaches for the staff versus players. This week, the captains are making their way out. We've got our PEX picks coming up here. You saw Hudson Peck on the broadcast. Again, the man behind the graphic. And so this week we've got Bethany at Weatherford. So that's on our side of the bracket down there at the bottom. Weatherford beat Clinton this week. No, Clinton beat Weatherford, I believe, earlier this year. So
got it.
I think, what do you think about that one?
I think Bethany's probably a little more talented, and I don't know how they are going to play in the playoffs at Weatherford on the road. It's just one of those deals. It's a road game, and maybe you're more talented, but there's always difficulties going down the street. And Weatherford is definitely a good ball club with some really talented guys. So I think that Bethany escapes out of there. I want to say 28-20, Bethany.
Yep. No, I like that one. I think it'd be 24-21. I think it'd be a close game.
And I think I nailed a pick last year on the score. Nailed it on the head. Deer Creek game, maybe.
Yeah. No, absolutely. It was money.
Yeah.
MacArthur Guthrie, kind of a 5A matchup there. The Highlanders, which that's a sweet logo right there.
I don't like either one of those teams. They're big, shoddy Wolves rivals. So I grew up hating both of them. Lawton Mac beat us out of the playoffs one year in baseball, and then Guthrie is our big rival. But I'll take the Blue Jays because they're a friendly opponent. And I like Chris Evans, their broadcast guy over there. Great dude. Was a good umpire, and I wish he still umpired. But I'll take the Blue Jays 35-20.
I like that. I too agree, Guthrie, with that one. I think they'll score a little more, 42-17.
Their field got destroyed.
Yeah, Mud Bowl over there.
That was awesome.
Absolutely.
They tackled. Did you see that slide on the sideline? You didn't see it somewhere. Go find it. It's a sliding mud fest, but pretty cool.
Absolutely. And then a couple big SEC matchups, Tennessee and Georgia. That one should be interesting. I think Georgia comes.
They're going to win. You know that's going to happen.
That's going to be anarchy.
They're all upset again.
Yep. So Georgia wins that one. Missouri, South Carolina. South Carolina's been on a little bit of a tear.
Yeah, I told you I can't. I mean, I did it last week just because, but I'm going to pick the logo again because it's the yellow shade of ours. So I'll take the Tuttle Tigers. The Missouri Tigers, number 23 over South Carolina.
I'm picking South Carolina because last week you picked Missouri, and I got a call from Jefferson City, Missouri, from a gentleman, Mr. Ken Strong, who was not too pleased with
Kenny
you.
Up here.
That's right. He is not happy, and he made.
Ken, I'm sorry. I just did it because their logo looks exactly like Tuttle's. It's just a different color, and you'd understand if you bled Tuttle red.
We bleed crimson too. I try and tell him all the time.
Yeah, and we're crimsons a little bit.
That's right. That's right. So
and I went to Oklahoma State. I can't make this.
Right. Right. So hopefully
sorry,
it's a bye week this week. No controversy. Ken should be happy. I picked against Missouri. That
Oklahoma State's probably going to lose this week. Still find a way.
Man,
they
it's
won't
been rough.
score. I'll tell you that.
Been rough.
Anyway, I would take 11. I'd sign 11 up if I was Stillwater right now.
I'd be all over that.
I put that on Twitter last night. I said it's time to let's go.
Yeah, what are we waiting on? What are we waiting on? Elk City Elks are about to make their way out on the field. We'll have our Tuttle Tiger hype video here in just a moment, so we will sort of talk our way around that, and when that starts, we will cut to that pretty quickly. But again, beautiful night, wind kind of non-existent, a little bit of a light breeze occasionally out there, moon up in the sky, full moon up there, so it could get a little crazy tonight. Strange things happen with a full moon on a Friday. You can ask any teacher in the state.
I was taking the old trash can out to the curb last night. I forgot about it, late at night. And late at night, forgot to take the trash out. It's midnight. I'm out there with the shirt off, jogging it out to the road, freezing. I look up and the moon is just lit up. I mean, it looked like it's just a family stadium. So
here comes the hype video.
There it is.
Welcome to Tuttle, where we battle for the T's on our helmet and the name on our chest. We play for those who wore them before us. For those who will wear them after us. We wear them with pride. This is Tuttle football.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. If that don't get you pumped up, I don't know what will. Wrapping up the Williams Foods pregame show. There's a fresh 12 minutes on the clock. The Tigers won the toss, elected to defer, so Elk City will get the ball first. We'll see that offense out there, and we'll see that Tiger defense. So our cornerstone starting lineups tonight start with that defensive bunch, and you'll see McDoulet, Wright, and Rogers down there on the front. There'll be some bodies that rotate in there as well. Jalen Lane and Jordan Lane on the corners. Watch those guys. They are fantastic out there in coverage. Gonzalez and McAdoo out there in this kind of spur bandit look. Falwell and Avalar there at the linebacker spot. Look for them to be very active. And then McCoy and Kendall in the back end of that defense. And look for that defense to get started early and often tonight.
Yeah, Elk City's going to try to beat you up. They're going to run a bunch of power, they'll run a little bit of option. It looks like the wishbone sometimes, or the flex bone, but they don't really motion a whole lot to it. They've only been running the option this is like the third week they've been in the wing tee, so they're newer to it. I think they've realized we're not going to go out skill player these guys. We're going to have to try to mud up the game and slow it down, and so you're going to see that. You're going to see them just probably try to slow the ball game down and keep it out of the hands of the Tiger offense. It's been really good this year, and Garrett Ogg will kick this thing into the teeth of the. Earlier the wind was blowing. It's blowing straight down now. So
flag is.
Coach Bell and I added a white line in the middle of our red out of bounds section with the baseball painter, and to keep them way back. Ballard said.
No sideline infraction as the kick goes out of bounds. Ogg gets a little too into it, kind of goes awry, if you will. So Elk City will start with the ball on the, is it the 35 or the 40?
35.
35-yard line. For some reason, I always think it goes out to the 40, and we'll see that Tiger defense out there. Elk City will start on the left hash.
Yeah, well, it should be like I said, a physical game. You're gonna have to, if you're Tyrese, you're gonna have to be really physical tonight, and if you're Brady McAdoo, you're gonna have to be physical. And those four guys are tough. 11, 22, 1, and 14. Those are four guys that are not afraid to hit you in the mouth, and you're going to have to be sound in your assignments and read your keys. Don't read the backfield. Don't look around. You got to watch for trick plays and different things you haven't seen on film. That's what they're going to try to do. So, coming at you right now, no receivers.
Yeah, a little tush push.
Yeah.
Action to start the game, and they may just try and tush push for 3 yards and see if they can't get a first down every 4 downs.
Yeah, I bet you see Cale Harriman get in the game here pretty quick. There's Coach Finn looking at 78 right now.
And there was not a receiver not in your shot.
Yeah.
That was everybody on the offense in that shot. That's how tight that formation is. They've got all those bodies right there. And so Jordan and Jalen Lane are going to be kind of looking to see what to do as they roll a receiver out there. Jalen's got one to cover. Jordan does not. And there you can see big number 25 for Elk City kind of dragging the pile with him, and they hit quick and get a first down. Tigers come up with the ball.
They were trying to rip that thing out of there, it looked like, and looks like he got about 7 yards there on the ground. That's number 25, Nate Miller, sophomore. It says tight end, so he's converted over the last few
Converted,
weeks.
tight end, running back. You can just put them all back there and see what happens. Yeah, absolutely. If he can handle the ball or block for you, he can block just as good. He's kind of lined up in the fullback spot as the Tigers jump off sides. Interesting. Second time the Tigers have moved early, so not sure exactly what the snap cadence looks like up there because the quarterback, I don't know that it even looks like he's under center when that happens.
Yeah, I'm telling. Hard to see from up here, but
1st and 5 now for Elk City. 10 minutes, 48 seconds left on the clock here in the first quarter. Quarterback keeps it. McAdoo meets him on the edge, and then Rogers finishes him off. He'll pick up 1 this time, so it'll be 2nd and 4. Our Hotworks Mustang replay.
Yeah, good job plugging up the middle. There's Cale got in the ball game, and they've thickened up that front line. Not that Nick Wright did anything wrong. It's just that Cale's can take up 2 gaps with his width and
yeah, you got Nick Wright listed at 5'10", 255, and Cale Harriman listed at 6'3", 315. So quite a bit more human there to block.
And he's a good athlete. He's gotten so much better over the year. There he is right there on a big tackle down the line. Look at that one again, if we can. The Hotworks Mustang replay. 78 right in the middle of your screen, right above the football. Right down the line, boom. And
gets to his gap, and they try and run in that gap, and that's not happening. Big number 78 in there. So 3rd down for the Elk City Elks coming up. Big 3rd down. Would love to see Tigers get a stop here and get that offense out there and see if they can't put some points up early.
Yeah, this is where you want them to be. 3rd and anything more than 3 here and make them throw the football maybe. And it's probably 2-down territory. There's no doubt Elk City's going to go for it twice.
Quarterback keeps it. He's hitting the backfield. That was Jet McCoy in there.
Yeah.
Jet McCoy coming down from his safety spot, playing a little run defense. So watch him. He kind of comes down.
That's Brady on the legs.
Brady on the legs. Jet coming
Jet on the top.
in late. So a little tandem action. But anytime your safety's making a tackle at the line of scrimmage on 3rd down, Elk City's going to keep the offense out there and go for it. They're going to try and draw them off sides. Can't jump here.
And they didn't.
They don't.
Close.
They get close, but they don't.
You just got to be smart. I mean, watch the football. Just keep
Watch it
simple.
again. Watch it again. They're going to try and draw you off sides again. 6 on the play clock, so Elk City barking again. 3, 2, 1.
They jumped. Tight end over here on the side here. Jumps off sides, and they're going to get the flag. So that'll move them back. 5 yards is the tight end there. Number 1, it looks like, I believe. Got a little bit of a head start there. And it's just a costly penalty, especially when you're trying to get them to jump and you know you're not snapping it. And I think he may have got eyes on the play clock, thought they were running a play, but nope. And that'll take him back 5.
Got a little anticipation there as the play clock was winding down. And so the Tigers, good discipline there. They almost got him to jump off sides, but they got a foot near the football, but he was able to stay out of the neutral zone.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fourth and 6 now.
I think that Elk City just feels like we've got to get the ball on the other side of the field. They're going to go for it here for sure.
And they will. McAdoo in pursuit, and he grabs him, spins him. Now he breaks free. He's got some room. He's going to get a first down.
That's a great big play to break that tackle. McAdoo was flying in and gets hands on him, but was kind of just going too fast. And good job by the quarterback there, number 3, Cole Bowie, just escaping damage and getting out of the other side of the field. I mean, they just wide open space when you roll left.
Yeah, everything was flowing so hard to the right there that he was able, once he got spun around, there's lots of green out there. But if you're going to have to rely on broken plays to get your first downs, it's going to be a long night.
That's almost a huge 15-yard loss right there, too. And so I don't mind that.
Hand it off up the middle, and he'll be plugged up for a gain of about 1.5 yards.
Nate Miller. Yeah, Nate Miller there again. Just really a heavy dose of the fullback and the quarterback. I mean, you haven't seen a handoff to the tailback back there yet.
No, and I think that's intentional to try and get it quick, because they're trying to get to the hole quick, trying to get positive yards again. I think 3, 4, 5 yards is the goal for Elk City.
Well, this is a win right now for them. I mean, they've eaten up 5 minutes off the clock already, and the Tigers haven't touched the ball. That's the game plan. And so, I mean, kudos. This is a good head coach, and he knows what he's doing. Reverse it with a counter there. And
got some room to run. Breaks some tackles down the field, picks up a first down. So now you see a little tailback action from number 1.
Tucker Garza goes for 22 yards there. A little counter action through the hole. And just a nice cutback right there. Breaks the first level of defenders, and probably something you haven't seen a whole lot of on film, and you got to get it corrected, and I'm sure they will get on that quickly as they have the capability to do that from the sideline looking at the film.
Yep, 1st and 10 Elk City from the 18-yard line. So down in the red zone. There's a gain of 1 again.
And that's what you have to have on first down is a gain of 1, where if you go get 3 yards, now it's 3rd and 6, and then you make them throw the football. And that's how you beat these teams. You got to stop them on first down or get them stopped behind the line on second down.
And Elk City's doing a good job right now getting to those linebackers. We haven't called Falwell or Avalar's name yet in this drive. They've been in on some of those kind of group
they're
tackles.
Helping out, and they've had some tackles, but not the first man there.
Yeah, not the first man, and not hitting them in the backfield. And so I think you'll see the Tigers adjust and get those guys freed up to make those plays we're accustomed to them making as they hand it off again, number 25, Miller. Again, there's that kind of 3-4 yards.
McCoy Jet with the tackle over the last, but McAdoo comes around the line, right down the line. He's doing a really good job staying flat down the line of scrimmage, meaning he's not running towards the running backs. He's running towards where the ball was snapped, is why he's making those plays, and Jet's right there with him to help. So
3rd down and 5.
This is where you want them, but they're in 2-down territory right now, so it's probably they're not worried about throwing the football. They're just going to try to get 2 of them on the ground, I would imagine.
Yeah, again, 3 yards apiece, and you got a first down. That's what their quarterback keeps it, steps up in the hole. He's met in the hole immediately. Good defense there.
That's McDoulet, first man to get there. Take a look at that on the replay.
They're on the right side of your screen.
He fights through that. It looks like he's getting held a little bit. And those wrestlers, man, they can get out of a handhold.
Yeah, so big 4th down coming up. Elk City's going to go for it. Tigers got to get a stop, and if you get a chance to tackle him in the backfield this time, you got to complete it and take him to the ground.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably putting the football in the air. Just watch for a misdirection, maybe, 5 on a reverse, something like that. You can't jump here.
Nope, they try and draw him off sides, and
timeout.
Elk City's going to take a timeout to talk about it. We will take a timeout on Tiger TV as well.
Life is complex enough. With decades of experience, Cornerstone Insurance Group makes insurance simple. We can help with coverage for your home, farm, or ranch, coverage for all the drivers, cars, and equipment in and around your house, coverage for your business, large or small, life insurance to give you peace of mind. Call or stop by today, and one of our experienced, licensed agents will shop dozens of insurance companies for you, saving you time and money. Call our office or visit us online at oklahomainsured.com.
Hey Tiger fans, if you're looking for a church home, we have a place for you at First Baptist Church. From children's and youth activities to senior adults, we have a ministry for everyone in your family and would love to have you join us. If we can pray for you, email us at prayforyou@att.net. We love you and hope you have a blessed week.
They're not. They can't.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. Elk City calls a timeout to draw something up, and anytime that happens, especially at this point in the game, Elk City's looking to get that momentum, so you got to watch everything right here.
Yeah, you got to watch tailback pass and stuff like that, like a pitch pass or reverse pass, something funky right here. Little reverse option out. It's a really good job.
Defense there out on the edge. Jordan Lane coming up, making a tackle, getting a big stop. Great defense there.
That's a nice little play. You look at the reverse spin action, the speed option, triple option, I'm sorry, nice pitch.
Cam McDoulet does a great job making him pitch it early. If he doesn't have to pitch it that early, that play might get him a first down.
Yeah, he has to get rid of it really early, and then you have 11 and those guys flooding from the middle of the field flat like that out into the alley. It's just they're not going to win the foot race.
Right. What they wanted to do was have him pitch off of McAdoo, not McDoulet.
When you got solo up top right now, your solo coverage.
Pitch to Jalen Lane. He'll catch it and be forced out of bounds, and the Tigers are going to go quick.
That's 15 yards right off the bat right there. Cruz Campbell to Jalen Lane.
Just steps up, throws it right on the money. Had some traffic there that he threw through. Tigers going to go quick, get it out to number 11. He's going to make a man miss, and then he's going to be off to the races and be forced out of bounds.
He got forced out of bounds, but forced somebody to the ground.
He delivered the blow there, and just get it out to your playmaker.
I love that play for him. I love it. You just get it out in space quick to him and let him play one-on-one out there. If you're going to leave 11 by himself on one side or 5 on him by himself down here, you got to watch 5. This is a touchdown all day. If no, he wants him.
Watch a corner route right here. Just let him. Cruz steps up, throws it to 11. Gets stopped, but he'll pick up 6. Good pitch and catch there. Lots of green down here for 5 to work in. We'll see what they draw up there. 4 minutes, 7 seconds. Tigers moving the ball efficiently thus far. I believe Cruz is 3 of 3 right now.
Yeah, 3 of 3, and I missed how many yards he got the one out to McAdoo. I think it was 13 yards, but on the screen pass.
Little bubble screen to Jordan Lane this time as Elk City breaks through a couple of blocks, and it'll be 3rd down and 4 for your Tigers.
I think that's catch Gino, number 10 there. Yeah, catch Gino coming. That was a really good pursuit right there from Elk City. All the backers flowing out fast, matching the speed. Gino's a really good baseball player. We've been foes for several years. He's a really good, talented athlete, but playing hard.
Tigers keeping it in the air. Jalen Lane catches it. He'll pick up 1st down yardage.
Right at 10 yards there for Jalen Lane. Pitch and catch from Campbell.
Cruz Campbell doing a good job getting it out and putting it on the side of his receiver away from the defender coming. Good pass placement from Cruz Campbell. We see the accuracy of his arm.
There's no safeties over the top right now of 5 or 11.
Looks like they're bringing pressure.
So this is a touchdown if he gets rid of it.
Cruz scrambles. He's going to throw it. Kind of not quite able to step into it there as he was scrambling. McAdoo.
I like the idea, but I think he wants to let that ball go as soon as he finishes the play fake there.
And Cruz does a good job identifying the pressure coming, and when you see that, you typically throw quick out to that pressure because there's usually a void there. This time he tries to kind of work it down the field, not quite able to get enough oomph into it.
Yeah, his first incompletion of the night.
They'll go to Roundsville on the ground, big hole to run through, and he'll be bottled up for a couple, so it'll be 3rd and 7 for the Tigers.
So he managed to squeak out just about 4 yards there on the ground. So
And you're in 2-down territory, I think, here for the Tigers.
Yeah.
So you're looking to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards at least.
I'm going to 5 or 11 deep.
This time
out there.
5 on the bubble.
Uh-oh.
Pursuit
Wrong
coming,
angle.
but he's able to get through there and get to the marker. They'll mark him shy. That's not a great mark.
No, it's not a good spot because CJ jumped out of bounds. His shoulders giving him some issues right now. He's good to go, he says. I think he's going to have to come out, though. They're going to make him exit the field. He took a knee They're going to let him stay, it looks like. So, no, they've got to take him out because he stopped the clock.
Yeah, that's a...
Where is the ball that short?
I'm not sure. I mean, the official was behind him, so... I mean, he watched him go out of bounds and didn't have a great angle to mark it, but somebody from the middle of the field should have seen it. So 4th and 1 here for the Tigers. McAdoo's going to step in for the Wildcat formation, take the direct snap, it looks like. Falwell and Avalar in there
Mac and
to
cheese
block.
time.
Well, Cheese is off the field.
I'm taking 11 here behind the big boys.
He will. Big Kel Harriman's over there. He gets hit in the backfield, but stays on his feet, and he'll get first down yardage, fights for it. Keeps the drive alive with 2 minutes, 29 seconds left here in the first quarter.
It's a tough run right there. Put the big boy in, the big 9th grader, Cale Harriman, hustling off. It's going to be a big factor on the defensive line tonight and getting a little snap on offense here.
Tigers get a 4th down stop on defense and a 4th down conversion on offense.
Back out in coverage now. Box is a little more open. Going to get a flag on. It's going to be holding on our left side, Eli Clark, I believe, right there.
Yeah, they had a defender breaking through there pretty quickly.
Yeah, he just got through the line pretty quick, and I think Eli just got hands on him and held on a little too long. The box lightened up. They dumped the guy out into coverage. They took a guy out of that linebacker spot, put him out in space to help coverage, and the run was probably the right call. It was the right call with the lighter box, but just unfortunate there with the flag.
First and a long ways now for the Tigers. They'll go back to the air. Jalen Lane coming across the middle. Ball just a tad behind him and not able to connect.
Yeah, just a little arrow route right there, crossing the face of the defender, and Cruz with a missile across the middle, and just a little high, maybe a half step behind him.
And the Elk City coach saw something he didn't like because he's out at the numbers screaming at his team.
I think maybe he wants an interference on the offense.
I think he was talking to one of his defenders about what he should have done. As Cruz gets it out quick, and
nice
CJ stays in bounds momentarily and then forced out of bounds.
I'm going to go for right at 10 yards there, 11 yards.
Trying to get the penalty yardage back. 3rd and 9 now for the Tigers.
Well, you're back into 4 down territory here. You get it back to in between the sticks, and you're pretty confident with your offense.
11 out there with a lot of room to work. Safety in play as he widens out, and they'll reverse it to CJ. He reverses field. Now he's going to reverse again. And now that's the right choice there. Gets out of bounds. So good pursuit by Elk City, kind of shutting that one down. But good job, CJ Simon, turning something into nothing or nothing into something.
Yeah, it was. It looked like it was going to be turned away, and I thought it had a chance for a big play there too. But I like the alignment. If they're going to leave their safety, number 1, Tucker Garza, in the box in the middle of the field, I think you're putting yourself in danger with number 11 going to make a play in the air.
Tigers got to get 7 here to get the first down.
It's a touchdown.
He's going to get to McAdoo, who's got some room out there. Safety can't get there. Touchdown, Brady McAdoo, and Breck Draper again calls it before he catches it. Number 12 to number 11, Cruz Campbell to Brady McAdoo. Touchdown, Tigers.
Just a good ball, and it's a good move off the line. Brady creates space. One little head fake, and stretches out on the boundary into the end zone. Cruz with a beautiful ball, just lays it right in there. I mean, it's just, I don't know why you leave the safety in the middle of the field. It's not been anything successful for anybody this year. And
as Og in for the extra point, and that's a Koch's Mechanical point after attempt.
It's a Koch's Mechanical point after.
Got AC trouble? Call our dad. Bo knows heat and air.
When it comes to heat and air needs, local matters.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. Let's take a look at that Cruz Campbell to Brady McAdoo touchdown pass on our HotWorks Mustang replay. From the 27-yard line, Cruz is going to shift in the pocket just barely and then drops it in over a cornerback and a safety to Brady McAdoo. And you talked about it, Breck, that leaving that safety in the middle of the field, that's a lot of ground to cover to try and catch. Can't get there in time.
You can't. You're not going to be able to get there with the McAdoo's speed stretching the sideline. I mean, I don't care if you're not over on the top of the hash with the wide side of the field, like you're not physically able to cover that spot unless you take off before the play snapped. And you can't do that because McAdoo can run a post that we've seen several times. The post has scored how many times this year for CJ and Brady? I mean, 6 or 7 times.
A bunch.
On post. So that puts Cruz over. That's his 30th touchdown pass of the year. That's McAdoo's 21st touchdown overall. I believe his 13th catch in the air for a score.
Minute 43 left here in the first quarter. Tigers up 7-0. Garrett Og in to kick it off for the Tigers. Kicked his first one out of bounds. We'll see if he can get a boot into it as the wind has picked up a little bit. Little breeze on his face. It's going to bounce and be bobbled and fielded at the 5-yard line as coverage for the Tigers headed down there. And a bunch of Tigers get in on the action. Bear Vargas was one of them.
Yeah, we got a flag on the field. Looks like Oak City's going to get something. And I mean, Oak City's coaches are not happy about something. But
they took out Garrett Og.
Yeah,
Og was the one on the ground. He was down there in coverage, but he was well away from the ball carrier and got leveled.
It's going to be a hole there. So it won't be half the distance of the goal, but it'll be 10 yards. Well, actually, yeah,
I think it's a potato-potato
they started from the
situation.
20, so it will be half the distance, 10 yards. Either way you work it. So Elk City picks up their second penalty of the night. They had a false start earlier on a big 3rd down and 2 that really put them behind the sticks, but they ended up converting on a busted play that the quarterback just escaped on. So Tuttle got some points in the first quarter. You didn't know if they were going to get the ball because of the good drive, and they find a way to get the ball quick and move it downfield in about 3 minutes of time. So here comes the Elk City attack inside the tackles. There's nobody outside the tackles. There's the first run.
They'll hand it off up the middle as Cale Harriman bottling up a bunch of traffic in there, kind of just creating a traffic jam and plugging it up.
Cale and Brady and looks like
Luke Falwell getting up off the bottom of the pile.
Yeah. I think that was number 21 there. Jaden Wynn, maybe? I can't quite see the tail. I think that was him, 21. He's running off the field now, but that's where you want to be. First down, if they get 2 yards, that's a win for you on defense. You give up 3, it's 3rd and 5, they're probably throwing the football.
They'll hand it off to the tailback, gets a little bit of room, falls forward. Good hard run by number 1. That was Tucker Garza. You can just see kind of keeps driving forward. Got a lot of bodies, a lot of traffic there. Avalar comes around the backside to make that tackle. 3rd down and 1 now.
Yeah,
38 seconds. They'll have to run one more play here in the first quarter, but this will probably be the final play of the first quarter.
Well, it might even be there. I mean, yeah, you're going to have to run one more play, but I mean, it's 3rd and 1. It's hard to keep a team that runs this for a living. You know, they're going to sneak it right to the left there of Cale Harriman. But that'll be the end of the first quarter, most likely.
So they'll get first down yardage. It'll stop the clock momentarily till they get the chain set. Then they'll wind it, and 16 seconds. We'll see if Elk City tries to run one quick. I doubt it.
Yeah,
They're not concerned about having the wind at their back.
I don't think they're trying to do anything fast tonight. I think they're trying to keep it 7 as long as it could be and try to go match it here on this drive.
So that will be the final play of the first quarter here at Richardson Family Stadium. The Tuttle Tigers going to take a 7-0 lead into the second quarter. We'll be back on Tiger TV in just a moment.
Jeff here with Triton Foundation Repair. I'm here to remind you that we always have and always will offer free foundation evaluations to Oklahomans. At Triton, we know your home is a big investment and your money is hard-earned. So when you call us for a free evaluation, our specialists will perform a thorough foundation evaluation and only give an estimate when foundation repair is necessary. So visit TritonOK.com to schedule your free foundation evaluation.
Hello, this is Pastor Todd at Snow Hill Baptist Church. We want you to know that you're always welcome at Snow Hill. In fact, we welcome anyone and everyone. We want to extend an invitation that you show up just any Sunday you want to, because we like to say all are welcome here at Snow Hill.
Welcome back to Tiger TV here at Richardson Family Stadium. Quarter 2 is about to get underway. Tigers with a 7-0 lead.
Why didn't we put the Pex picks?
We had one there. I was waiting for it to pop up. I think you forgot to tell Hudson. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul tonight. It's
Mike
going
Tyson
down.
versus the world right now.
Right, right.
Come on, Big Mike.
Elk City quarterback keeps it. He's still pumping those legs. Gets forward. That's just a bunch of bodies in the way.
Yep.
I mean, you're getting 3 extra blockers when you run the quarterback right there, and that's what they're trying to do.
It's just counter right there. They're just running the quarterback counter. He reverses out and follows the big boys pulling through the hole, pulling the guard and tackle around and making a. I mean, they're a playoff team, and they're tough and they're big, and they're out from Western Oklahoma, and that's where they make big tough guys and they're going to move the ball a little bit on the ground. It's just inevitable, but you just got to get some stops, and you'll get them.
Keeping it on the ground again, this time bottled up almost immediately. They'll get a yard.
Falwell and Harriman right there just immediately.
And you can really
Braden
see the
Baker
value of Harriman. Braden Baker's done a good job getting off those blocks. Elk City, a team like this that runs the ball at the volume they do, those linemen get really good at blocking the run. And so you're kind of seeing that right now. The linemen, they're doing a good job working as a unit, firing off the ball. But the Tiger defense holding strong. Little broken, busted play there, but they still get it off. Jet McCoy getting held. We'll see if we get a call. We do not.
It's a big hit by Zarian Kendall right there coming up. You get the first 10 yard. That's a nice play by Elk City. Pitching it with his offhand.
And Jet McCoy's got to do a better job of fighting off that, not through that, because he was absolutely getting held. And if he tries to fight off of it, I think he gets the call, but he sort of tried to fight through it and wasn't able to get the call there. Busted play goes for another first down. We've seen 2 of those tonight for Elk City, so they must be feeling lucky tonight.
Yeah, that's what you got to have. You got to have some breaks, and they've been getting some breaks there, finding their own success on the ground. There's that counter again that went for big gains. This
time, Tigers step up, ball it up, no gain on first down.
It's Baker there, first man to get there. Check it out on the replay. I'm sorry, it's Garrett Rogers. Oh, that's
Falwell. Falwell does a great job there.
I thought Baker slid down the line. It was on the wrong side of the field. Come on, Coach.
Hey, Harriman and McDoulet there. Rogers may have been on that side of that play, but they do a great job of holding those blocks and not letting a blocker get to Falwell.
Mm-hmm.
And Falwell and Avalar do a great job of scraping and following, and that's what Falwell does right there, just kind of follows that action and meets him at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's a gap-canceling defense is what it is. And
handed off Avalar and Falwell.
Probst in there helping out.
Pick up 4 this time.
But you don't get you get 0 on second down. Now it's 3rd and 6, and you gotta throw the football again. And
3rd and 6 in negative territory. So you're on your own side of the 50, and that's not where you want to be. 3rd and 6.
Yeah, you got to get pressure on the passer again and break down and keep it in front of you. I think the Lane brothers will cover these guys up. You got the tight end up top that he'll have, and they'll probably roll out to this side. They've done that. They've also just gone deep with this one receiver several times.
They'll hand it off to Carol Harriman. Absolutely plugs that up. Beats a block and makes a play.
Proud of the young man right there, the 9th grader. Look at this play. This is going to be a Division I football player.
Late shift by the
Look
Tigers.
Look at that big boy just shoulder it, right shoulder it, and I mean, he's going to play big-time college football. I'm just telling you.
Thanksgiving's coming up, and he gobbled that up.
Mm-hmm. Gobble, 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 gobble. Give me some of them mashed taters, baby.
That is one of my favorite dishes at Thanksgiving.
I'm a huge mashed taters. My mom used to always make me cream corn, and I'm a huge cream corn fan. There's a lot of people that aren't. I don't like you anyway.
Low snap, left-footed kick to the sideline.
Uh-oh.
But it'll have a chance. McAdoo's going to let it bounce and roll. Didn't take quite as favorable a hop as he would have wanted to run through it.
Really good punt right there from the quarterback.
Flag on the play, though.
Probably pushes back a little bit more. Usually anything on the return is some kind of block in the back, chasing a DB downfield. So.
Interesting, it's at the line of scrimmage.
False illegal formation, not enough men on the line of scrimmage.
I was wondering, they had both receivers back and an up, back, and slanted there.
I would make them punt it again.
I would too with McAdoo back there.
I mean,
I'd go a la Mike Gundy and repunt. Or a la Bob Stoops, maybe. It was his decision,
they
wasn't
might
it?
just want the football in their hands right now and go. I mean, you always risk when you do that. You always risk there being a return of possessions. You already have the football. That's a safe, smart move. You got a good offense you trust. Take 5 yards and go try to score the football again here.
Yep, and again, Elk City burning some time off the clock. They got it with 1:36 left in the first quarter. Tigers get it back with 8:12 left in the second quarter. And so Elk City, I think their drives have been a little over 7 minutes and a little over 5 minutes thus far. So they've had the ball for an entire quarter here in the first half. Action out to Jalen Lane. He's got some blockers in front of him. Getting down the field, stays in bounds, then forced out of bounds. We'll see where they mark him out here.
I thought he took a little bit of a late shot there. Jordan had some words for him. They're going to get lined up quick. And that's a false start on a right guard there.
Yeah. Tigers going a little too quick that time, and it's going to be hard to get our HotWorks Mustang replays in with the Tigers going so quick, but I like the strategy. Don't allow that Elks defense to get in position and then beat them to it, but you got to do it legally.
Yeah, just a little flinch there, and that's one of those you can't flinch on because you know you're getting it out quick right there. So it just puts you back like you gained a yard on first down.
2nd and 9 now for the Tigers. Roundsville to the right of Campbell. Going to McAdoo down the middle
grabbed
this time, and he gets
that's targeting too.
Hit and then hit again. He got grabbed as he's running his route.
Why are we not calling head-to-head defensive receiver right here? Can we take a look at that, Kevin? I mean, he's going across the middle, and the guy says it's head or neck area, though. I mean, it's a defenseless receiver.
Defensive holding, too.
Yeah, they grabbed. I mean, the corner grabs McAdoo, and he's chirping at Brady, and I don't know that that's a good idea because
it's not. It's confirmed that it's not.
Yeah.
We'll send McAdoo in motion this time and gonna.
I like that play.
Nice play design. They were setting that up with all the bubble action they've run. Jalen Lane with the ball in his hands. I like it. Out there in space.
The ball doesn't lie, and that's a big chunk there.
McAdoo in motion from about the 29-yard line. Just a great play design. Good spacing. It'll be about 27 yards. They get it out quick to Simon, who's chopped down when he catches it, but he'll pick up 5.
Yeah, just a quick hitter to CJ. Got some space, and you take what they give you.
2nd down and 6 now for the Tigers. 7 minutes, 9 seconds left in the second quarter. They'll hand it off to Roundsville, who's got some room. Cuts back, still running. Brady McAdoo with a big block.
And I think that's the payback right there.
And they're going to throw a flag on that. That's absolutely absurd.
I don't think they're calling it on the block. I think they're calling it on the looking at him after he blocked him. But you go wipe him out over the middle and don't think there's going to be some consequences for it. That's a shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
But I think it's after the
blindside block.
Call blindside block.
That's
so
crazy.
11 gets laid out head to contact on a defenseless receiver downfield after getting grabbed going downfield. Gets blindsided, no call, and then he goes shoulder to shoulder. And I know it's blindside. I guess that's the ruling, but I don't think you can call one of those and not the other. Big gain wiped away there. Roundsville busted the big yardage, but it'll come back.
2nd and 11 for the Tigers.
You're going to get a flag on the sideline. Sideline warning, I guarantee you.
For what? Oh, offsides on the defense.
Lined up in the neutral zone. All right. I thought he was.
I was wondering if we were still talking to him on the sideline, and he might have got in his feels a little bit. It happens sometimes.
You can't do that in the playoffs. You gotta. I mean, there's some frustration down there for sure. CJ's a one-on-one up top right now.
Safety in the middle. He's rolling back deep. They'll hand it to Roundsville. Ball on the ground. Still on the ground. It's going to be covered up. Good job. I think the Tigers got it. Elk City tried to jump in there. All right, we might.
Maybe they did grab it.
They might not have been able to gobble it up.
Of argument right there from the Tiger sideline, so it looks like he did. I thought Tannen may have jumped on that thing, but it squirted out of there. We're going to have a flag.
They're going to throw it on Avalar. Number 8 was taunting him all the way to the sideline. We'll see if they throw it on 8 or 22.
Or offsetting. You got to just rein it in right now and calm yourself down. There's been a lot of high emotion plays on the field, and you can't let this stuff bite you. You know, it's not things you want to get involved in, and you got to just kind of rein everybody in and slow things down.
You got number 8 talking all the way off the field, and the official's going to throw a flag on Avalar talking to him.
Yeah, and he's old enough, and he's got to get his composure back and settle back in. Coach Finn had a little word with him, and
so the Tiger defense out there on the field got to get a big stop now. Elk City thinks they've got the momentum. You've got to go take it back.
Yeah, you just got to go play sound defense right here. And I'll tell you what you might have done with all those things that have happened is you might have lit a little fire, and hopefully you see that out of the Tiger defense here. 11 with a big hit. And 20.
Get off the field, Coach.
Yeah, what do we can't be out past the numbers. They're trying to get the guy out. They broke the huddle with too many guys, I believe. Nope.
No, they're calling the play into him.
Well, the referee's got to get control of this. The coach has got to get back. You can't be out by the numbers. I understand you get on the field a little bit.
False start.
So a little messy, but good for the Tigers there. A little movement there from Elk City early.
Push them back 6 minutes, 25 seconds left in the second quarter. Tigers up 7-0. Elk City recovered the fumble to get the ball. Then got a unsportsmanlike to move it up ahead, and then got a false start to move it back. So 1st and 15 now for the Elks.
Yeah, Tigers winning the penalty column right now.
False start again there.
Yep. And everybody's mad because they're playing football afterwards, but, I mean, Elk City coaches next door are a little frustrated, banging on the
Elk
counter.
City's gone to a different quarterback. They started the game with number 3, Cole Buell, and gone to number 10, Catch Gino.
Gino's a real, like I said, he's a shortstop for him, good athlete. He's more running back as there's 3 coming back into the game. He went out to receiver, though, so he's calling the plays and Gino's running the offense. Gino's tough. He's had a knee surgery and come back from that. He's a tough kid and good player. He's got to throw it too.
Steps up and scrambles ahead for a couple. Pick up 3. Good coverage there by the Tigers, and I like their chances in covering one receiver out there.
They've done that. They'll do that. They'll just send one guy deep and try to chuck it to him, and the pressure got in the way. Really, that right side of that line, Garrett Rogers and Harriman pushing to the right side, Falwell and McAdoo coming on that pressure and forcing the quarterback to put his eyes down and run. And good job by Avalar and those guys containing. Tyrese coming in and making a tackle in space.
So 5 minutes, 40 seconds, and Elk City's game plan is working. Keep away from the Tigers.
There he is again.
That'll be a timeout coming.
Oh, I thought we had another one. So,
timeout Elk City. We'll take a timeout on Tiger TV and be back in just a moment.
At Tactical Pest Solutions, we prevent pests from taking over. Our defense will give you peace of mind, keeping your home or business safe from pesky bugs or creepy crawlers. Our tactical approach proactively treats your spaces before high-traffic pest season. Make an appointment today, even if you haven't seen indications of bugs or pests, so we can play defense for your home team. Give us a call and let's keep your home or business free of what's bugging you. Tactical Pest Solutions. We can beat the bugs to the punch.
At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa-certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
Welcome back to Tiger TV here at Richardson Family Stadium. Playoffs Week 1, Tigers versus Elks. Tigers have a 7-0 lead, and you're thinking, man, what happened to that high-powered offense? Where's all the points? Well, they've only got the ball twice.
Yeah, we've had 2 possessions, and you
touchdown and a turnover.
You turn it over on a fumble after a big run that gets you a first down. You get a penalty that brings it back. You got a no call on probably a defenseless receiver over the middle. It's unfortunate.
Quarterback keeps it. He's trying to get back around there. Falwell bottles him up.
Baker did a really good job right there. Watch 89 on the D end right here. Just steps right there. Doesn't get too far upfield. Sends it back in. Gets a little bit of help there, but McAdoo and Avalar there just ready to make a play, and that's good team football right there. Baker probably got a little too high right there, but he did his job in sending back inside, cut away the option pitch.
Yeah, meets that block, keeps that blocker off the linebacker, frees Falwell up to come make a play. So 3rd down and long for Elk City. See what they dial up here, see if they put it in the air or keep it on the ground. They're going to roll out. He's going to throw it back, and it's dropped. They had what they wanted, trying to throw it back quick.
I like Lane coming up to tackle right there. Jalen's been a really good in-space tackler this year, and they thought they had it. The coach is a little disappointed next door because he got some numbers, but not sure if you're going to go get 20 yards back right there.
Yeah, if he makes him miss that tackle, then maybe. But 4 minutes, 53 seconds left. Tigers going to get the ball back, it appears, but you got to be ready for anything here in the playoffs.
Well, and if McAdoo can get his hands on it, he can turn the field around. We've seen it several times this year. So
this time he'll kick it very, very short and out of bounds.
That might not ever go back to the Elk City's sideline if it got in the student section down there.
No, that's got to go way back.
If you're the students, this is the chance. You got to show off the arm. Somebody's got to launch it. Somebody's just got to launch it.
You go OU style and throw that thing out of the stadium.
It back down. I mean, I'm not saying you damage their property, but you throw it as far as you can. See if you can get it across the field.
Just take it to the top of the bleachers and throw it out.
That's That's just so class. I'm just kidding. That's a great tradition. I love it. I do love it.
Hey, if you're the opposing team,
it's funny.
Put a guy outside the stadium, bring it back in.
Right,
you know what's happening.
So.
No harm, no foul.
They're playing more coverage, so you're going to probably see a little bit more ground. You look at right now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in the box. You're going to do that.
Tigers 6 people in the box and safeties at 12 yards.
And you got space there.
Dangerous throw.
That's one of those right there. Cruz just, he threw it low and hard, trying to keep it away from people, so I don't think it really had a chance to get picked. I think he threw it one spot where one man catches it or nobody catches it, and take your loss there.
Elk City's sticking with the 6-man box. Safety's deep. They're going to roll pressure from that far side, though. Throws it quick, and it's batted down.
Yeah, number 4 gets his hand in there. Nice play by Easton Sloan. Just playing that hook curl to flat zone area right there, going with the receiver and trying to get Jalen on a little set-down route, or Jordan on a set-down route.
The thing with this is you can run that safety off with a route with those middle receivers, those inside receivers. You can run that safety off and get McAdoo or Simon out there by themselves. Cruz throws it out to the sideline, caught by Simon.
Good ball.
And he's going to mark him short again.
Well, I think you're going to go.
That's incredible.
He reached the ball across the line there, I thought. But
that's the mark. That's where he sees it. And the Tigers will roll the punt unit out there.
Cruz wants to go. Ballard saying, I'll make the tough choices. You just play quarterback.
So McAdoo drops back to punt it for the Tigers. 4 minutes, 35 seconds left. McAdoo gets it high.
That is a bomb.
Fair catch signaled for.
That is a good punt for a high school football player that just
pins them deep.
Yep.
The Tiger defense will have another chance to get a stop. 4:28 left in the second quarter.
Cruz 10 of 15, 133 and a touchdown. The lone score for the Tigers. High-octane offense. It's been a little slow, and it's hard. I mean, you've seen some games in the past. If you're a football fan, you've seen like OU, Army, this type of offense. You don't get the football a lot of times. It's hard to get momentum going. If you don't, get something going quick, it's maybe tough to get a lot of points on the board.
And credit to Elk City because you've had 2 offensive series, and the defense that time on that third offensive drive looked drastically different, even from to the eye from up here. And so good strategy by Elk City mixing it up. Quarterback's going to keep it.
Good job by Jet staying home.
Jet McCoy's there and brings him down. Good defense there, staying home, making the play. Hotworks Mustang replay. You can see McCoy kind of shuffle his feet, stay home.
That's good football right there, Jet McCoy.
That's assignment football. That's his job. If the ball goes the other direction, that's not his responsibility.
Stay where you're at. Something might come back, and that's where you get in trouble. If you get away from your assignment, you chase across the field, that's a play that goes for a lot of yards.
Especially if he chases over the top of that defense and starts running over the top of those linebackers to pursue.
There's no way.
Then you're in a bunch of traffic and garbage.
You're asking Garrett Rogers to go make that play now, and that's not something he makes.
So second down on the tackle for loss by Jet McCoy. And a delay of game coming against the Elks. So that'll move them back 5 more yards.
So this is just not what you want to do, because here's the situation. If you don't get a first down, you're going to punt the football. Well, you're either going to kick it to 11, and there's going to be probably a good return, or you're going to kick it, and he's going to fair catch it at the 50-ish, 45-ish yard line. Good starting position with 2 minutes or so left on the clock and a chance to go score the football. So the penalties are really eating Elk alive, and it's just procedure stuff.
They'll hand it off. Up the middle, got some room, but he gets chopped down. Good tackle coming up. Jalen Lane coming up from the back end of that defense, but he'll pick up positive yards. 3rd and 9 now for Elk City.
Yeah, nice run right there, but the Tigers are playing kind of a shell right there almost probably, and you know that you're going to give up a few yards, but 3rd and 9.5, 3rd and 10 here.
And anytime you can get a hat on 14 or 22 with those extra blockers, you've got a chance at a little bit of success. So this time, a little jump cut in the back end. Braden Baker's there to bring him down.
Yeah, so timeout probably coming from Tuttle. I don't know if they'll take it or not.
4th and 6 coming up. Punt return unit coming out. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. I think they'll save their timeouts for the offensive side of the ball as 11 drops back deep to return this one. Tigers have all 3 of their timeouts left here in the first half. You almost Want to get this one back, score quick, and then stop. Use your timeouts on the next defensive possession if you can.
Yeah.
Elk City looks like they're missing somebody. They'll run somebody out late, 6 seconds. They'll take a timeout here. So Elk City will have to use their final timeout. So we'll take a break on Tiger TV and be back in just a moment. At Tuttle Christian Church, we love God and love our community. Whether your children are attending in our Safe, Secure Kids building or you're attending one of our worship services, we hope you will experience a moment with Jesus. We hope to see you there. Tuttle Christian Church.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers!
Welcome back to Tiger TV. Elk City calls a timeout to get the right personnel out there on the punt unit. They will punt it away with the clock stopped. They'll roll up like they're going to fake it and try and draw the Tigers off sides. It's high and short.
Get away from it.
Take a Tiger bounce as well. Roll out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So good field position for the Tiger offense coming up here with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left.
You're almost in field goal range right now if you want it. I mean, it hasn't been a thing that we've done a whole lot of because you haven't needed to, but Ogg's got the leg for it. He's kicked the ball well all year. And, I mean, you go from last year, you attempted 13 or 14 field goals, and this year I think we've attempted one in the first week and we made it. I don't think we've attempted another field goal this year. It's kind of crazy.
Box is a little heavier than it was.
Up top, touch. Ooh.
Gets it to the sideline to Jordan Lane.
CJ Simon is on a post, and he is wide open. But, I mean, it's a first down. You take 10 yards all day. I think Cruz got his eyes off of him right there. And
he got flushed to his left.
Yeah,
CJ was all the way back to the right, so tough to get your eyes all the way back over there. But good job getting him out of bounds. Stop the clock. 2 minutes, 7 seconds left. You're on the 25-yard line. Love to get a touchdown here. You get the ball back, too, to start the second half, so you can double dip.
Yeah, like the old 2-for-1 in the NBA. Get a shot, get a score, and then get the ball back at halftime. So
I'd like to see there's McAdoo in motion. They'll swing it out and get him in space. He's going to get around the edge, squeezes through there, cuts back, still on his feet. 10, 5, touchdown, Brady McAdoo getting into the end zone. Nice run there, making guys miss. Get your playmaker out in space and let him do his thing.
No comment. There's nothing to talk about. That's a football. That's a big, I mean, golly.
We'll take a look at that when we get back after this extra point from Garrett Ogg. Snap was a little high, gets it down, it's up, and it's good. That's a Koch's Mechanical point after attempt.
It's a Koch's Mechanical point after.
Need your AC service? Let our dad serve you.
Don't pay big company prices. Call Koch's Mechanical.
Let's go to our Hotworks Mustang replay of that touchdown run. Brady McAdoo, I guess touchdown pass, if you will. Yeah. McAdoo in motion. Cruz is going to put it in the hands of 11. Elk City does a good job breaking through, but 11 makes him miss, cuts back, makes him miss again, and then he's into the end zone.
That's a 25-yard touchdown, and it's not the easy way. We've ran that play 3 times previously, and it hasn't gone to 11.
Absolutely.
And it went to 11, and I mean, I'm not saying that I mean, he just made something out of nothing right there. I mean, you're going to get a little bit of yardage right there for sure, but he made 5 men miss him and fall off of him, and then finds a way into the end zone. He sticks the foot in the ground and accelerates through it. I mean.
Yep, and now Ogg's in to kick it with the wind at his back. What little breeze there is. Minute 57 left. Potentially, you've got your 3 timeouts. You can get Elk City off the field and get the ball back again.
Yeah, that's the big deal. Is it a ground and pound team right here, and that's going to scare into the end zone.
Yep, into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. No time off the clock.
I don't think Ogg's happy with that kick. It works, and Coach B says, hey, shake it off. You're all right. Not getting the height he wants on him right now. Getting a little bit around it, usually causing those things to line drive. But I'll tell you, those things are coming in hot. But
yeah, he got a good boot into it.
Take another look at the replay there, Kevin, at the touchdown from Mac. You just watch the strength on this first deal. He runs through a leg tackle.
There's 1,
right
2,
here, and keeping his feet.
3, 4, 5.
I mean, it's just the hips move well and the feet move well, and he's tough, and it's just a big time football play when you need it.
Little option pitch there. You're going to be tracked down. Pick up a couple, stay in bounds. Tigers call the timeout, so we'll take a timeout on Tiger TV and be back in just a moment.
Stay ahead of the curve and keep your small engines running right this offseason. At Simmer Sales and Service, we have you covered. Bring your equipment over for a full winter tune-up or repair. Our full-service shop is ready for you just 2 miles east of Tuttle. We're locally and family-owned. You'll leave saying, Simmer, good people.
How long's it been since you had pizza? I mean good pizza. Piping hot, cheesy pizza that'll make your mouth water. At the Pizza Shop, we make old school pizza at old school prices. The Pizza Shop, 410 East Main, Tuttle. At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. Minute 48 left here. Tigers take a timeout to stop the clock. They're trying to get the ball back again before the half. Elk picks up 4 yards on first down, so 2nd and 6 coming up here. Tigers up 14-0. They've had 4 offensive drives this half. Oh, false start.
Can't do that.
Nope, that is a penalty.
And that really, I mean, you got a chance to get that first down almost. You got your 3 or 4 yards on first down, but now you're back to 2nd and 14. 12 or whatever, 11-12. So, I mean, you're behind the sticks again. You're fighting uphill, and you got a Tiger defense that wants the ball back and wants the offense to go on a short field again.
And Elk City gets themselves that time with the hard count. They've been coming up kind of barking at the line of scrimmage.
And they jumped us once. We got the first time we jumped off sides, and they've been really holding their water, as you call it, on the staff. Not spilling your drink right there and crossing the line, and good discipline there.
2nd and 12 now for Elk City. Handed off. Good pressure. Keeps it.
Oh, wow. That's
good
really
run
good
from the quarterback. Good fake there. Jalen Lane, though. Jordan Lane out there making an
by
open field tackle, but they get a lot of yardage.
Good job by Bradley on the camera, because I thought we had him wrapped up on a power for tackle for loss back here. Great job. That's number 3 there, Cole Bowie. Also a baseball player for the Elks. They got a powerhouse over there. They've had really good teams the last 6 or 7 years.
For that old quarterback sneak right here.
There's moving, so that ain't going to count.
Nope, they'll mark it back 5 again.
So now you take, there it is. It's just trying to go too quick, and that's the 7th procedure penalty when you count the punt.
Yeah, illegal formation, so absolutely walk this one back 5 yards, and the quarterback sneak's not as effective on 3rd and 6 as it is on 3rd and 1. Tiger's going to take a timeout on 3rd down. We'll take a timeout on Tiger TV and be back in just a moment.
High-speed fiber internet is now available from Tuttle Broadband.
Get faster speeds, up to 1 gigabyte in the most modern service available.
Stream your favorite shows and get connected with no service contract and competitive pricing.
Tuttle Broadband. Schedule your installation today.
High-speed fiber internet for a more connected Tuttle.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. 3rd and 6 for the Elks. Tigers take a timeout to stop the clock with 1:10 left. Trying to get a stop here. Call another timeout. Get them to punt. Get the ball back and see if you can score quick.
I don't know if you burn one of your trick plays right here for Elk City in this side of the field, but they're not. They're just going to run power.
Hand it off, and he's bottled up, and there you'll see it. So Tigers will take another timeout, I believe, and that will be it. Good coverage
call flag
right
on
here.
somebody.
Cale Harriman, Avalar scraping through, Probst, Baker, Falwell.
You hope it's on them. The flag's going to go on them.
So there's going to be a timeout, so it looking like a dead ball foul.
And we'll stay here if we do call a timeout. So it is a personal foul on Elk. So you're going to really put yourself in bad spot because right here you can punt it, and you're probably going to, if you get a good punt, which they haven't had success kicking it far, but you might get it out to the other 40-yard line. Now you go half the distance to the goal here, and it's a long 4th down. You got Adrian Avalar out there who's a punt block connoisseur. So they're punting it from their 13-yard line, and McAdoo around midfield. You hope he gets hands on it. If you're Coach Ballard with 1:01 left, it might be a situation where this thing bounces and he has a chance to go get it on the bounce.
Because if he can get it, or if it's another short punt, and again we'll stay here and we'll check some scores while we're looking that up on Squirtle. Check some scores from around 4A, but again 1:01 left. If he can get a little bit of a return, get his hands on it, get you down where you started last time, 25, 35-yard line, something like that. You've got plenty of time to take a couple of shots and get a first down. Just like last time, you get a first down out of bounds, stop the clock, get down to the 25-yard line, then playmaker makes a play.
I mean, they scored in 35, 40 seconds last possession, so you're talking about a quick strike offense that can stretch the field. And
Cushing up on Ada, 22-13 in the second quarter.
I told you I liked the push.
Wagner up 35-0 over Poto.
Clinton's ahead of
Clinton's beaten Blanchard 14-7.
At
halftime.
How are they beating us?
Salisol's up 14-0. Elgin's up 29-0 over Ardmore. Bethany's up 14-6 over Weatherford, and Hilldale's up 14-3 over Miami.
Yeah, there's like we talked about, a lot of things happen in the first round. And are they going to play hot to go tonight? Is this a high school football game? That's a TikTok trend, hot to go.
Right, HOTTOGO.
That's one of Rip and Deek's songs they like to listen to. But I hope 11 gets some hands on this. I want to see something happen, and he's going to have a chance.
It's going to take a hop, and it'll take a bounce. He'll get to put hands on it, get some positive yards. Stays in bounds, breaking through.
Oh, face mask.
Yep, should be a face mask. We're not going to get a flag. Not sure what he was watching.
I mean, he's right there in front of it, but Ballard having a conversation with him about it. Doesn't look like he's going to get it, but hey, most guys are just going to step out of bounds right there. You go get 10 extra yards out of that, or 15 almost on the return. So good pickup there, and just 10 seconds off the clock, not a huge issue. I think if you're the Tigers, you take what they give you. If they give you something up in front of you, up tight, then you can go over the top as CJ up there by himself. Good job by Cruz. You got to hurry.
Good job sliding down now. You got to hurry, get back to the line, call the play.
Don't throw it to the sideline. Take it with you.
35 seconds left on the game clock. Plenty of time on the play clock. Getting it out to CJ. Makes a man miss. Got to get out of bounds. Get to the sideline. And he does.
No gain on the play there, really. Maybe give him one, but good job getting himself out of bounds.
Yeah, danced around a little bit. I thought he might stay in bounds, which would have been a mistake. Tigers do have one timeout left, the scoreboard shows.
Yeah, on the personal foul, it stopped the clock. And they had a timeout there. But I think the safety here's got to, I think that Jordan can hold this safety if he, I made Jalen at the bottom of your screen here inside of McAdoo. This is cover 2 look here. There it is, but nice job.
Yep. Jalen Lane with the good footwork over there, getting out of bounds, picking up the first down as well. Yeah, I think you had what you were talking about. They're actually doubling McAdoo. That safety is just rolling all the way out.
Well, it looked like they were playing a little soft cover 2 down here, and the guy kind of opened it up and trying to just get hands on McAdoo to slow him down for a second, which is legal, but the safety coming over the top. But if Jordan slides to the middle of the field a little bit more, he can take that safety with him.
Jalen in motion.
There's your one move, and there's a touchdown over the head. Yeah, there's contact immediately.
Yeah.
That's what CJ's talking about. Is the
That's
guy just
definitely more than 5 yards down the field, too.
Golly. I mean, see, that's what CJ turned around as soon as the ball went over his head and looked back to expecting to see a flag.
Yeah.
The corner just, you got a few yards to have
You've
contact.
got 5. Within 5 yards, you can have contact. If it's past 5 or the ball's in the air.
There's a double move right there, and that's what you do on a double move when you get beat. You grab him and hold him up.
McAdoo's got 3 defenders on him.
Brownsville's got a light box. But you can't really run it here. That one's a good decision there by Cruz. 4 seconds.
Throws away 4 seconds on the clock, so they'll get another crack at it. 3 seconds.
We're going to have a flag come in late here. That's going to change everything. Not sure what happened at the end of the play. They're going to call grounding. They're going to call intentional grounding, as they say Cruz wasn't out of the tackle box, possibly.
Nope, waving it off.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
You got McAdoo standing in the end zone down there.
Well, I was saying maybe they thought he wasn't getting out, but here's a 45-yard field goal attempt here for Og.
As CJ comes over to the sideline and demonstrates the pass interference to his coach. Snap is held. Kick is up. And it's good. 3 points for the good guys. 17-0. It's not a Koch's Mechanical point after attempt. We'll have more of those.
After the time expired.
Might play it 3 times in a row or something like that. 1 for each point.
Good drive right there to finish off the first half.
That's a Koch's Mechanical discount tripler is what that is.
That's right.
3 times the discount from Koch's Mechanical because there's a field goal. But Tigers handle business in the first half, 17-0. We've got our Smokin' Joe's Players of the Game coming up, and we'll have lots of options there. Haven't been any. Well, there has been one explosive play from Brady McAdoo and a touchdown catch from Brady McAdoo. And so good first half for the Tigers, 17-0. Elk City has done a good job keeping the ball away from the Tiger offense as much as they can. But we'll see if that can hold up in the second half. Tigers get the ball to start the second half. So when we come back for the Pizza Shop halftime show, we'll have some updates on some events happening around town, score updates, talk about the first half a little bit, maybe make our picks for the Tyson-Paul fight.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll be back on the Pizza Shop halftime show here in just a little bit.
At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa-certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
Whether you just came from a workout or you're just out and about, our Social Sips have everything you need to feel good to feel good. Here at Social, we have a variety of teas, shakes, social bowls, or you can even try one of our cold brew coffees, made with you in mind. At Mustang Social and Hometown Social, it's always tea time.
Looking for the perfect way to satisfy your barbecue cravings? Look no further. We welcome everyone to enjoy our mouth-watering barbecue made with love and care. Our family-friendly barbecue joint is more than just a restaurant. We're part of the community, and our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch in Tuttle and Rush Springs. Come for the barbecue, stay for the good times with family and friends.
Country Equipment is your locally owned full-service dealer of Kubota, Polaris, Skag, and Hustler equipment.
Whether it's for 2 or 200 acres, Country Equipment has the Kubota tractor and attachments to help you get the job done. Country Equipment carries a full line of trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, and more from top brands like Echo and Steel. Mowers from brands like Kubota, Hustler, and Skag are sure to keep your place looking great all year round. Plus, a full parts and service department for all the brands we carry. Come see us today at your locally owned Country Equipment.
At Ortho Central, our goal is simple: to make your life better. Whether it's getting you back to the sport you love, chasing after your grandkids, or simply enjoying a day without pain. With locations in Norman, Midwest City, and now Newcastle, Ortho Central's team of surgeons, physicians, physical therapists, and athletic trainers are committed to helping you live your best life. Ortho Central, we're part of your team.
How long's it been since you had pizza? I mean good pizza. Piping hot, cheesy pizza that'll make your mouth water. At the Pizza Shop, we make old school pizza at old school prices. The Pizza Shop, 410 East Main, Tuttle.
The First National Bank and Trust Company presents to you the Tuttle Team Spirit Card. We proudly serve more than 20 area schools and have donated more than $82,000 in 2023. So, what are you waiting for? Support your Tuttle Tigers and make every transaction count. Come by the bank to get your Team Spirit Card today at no cost to you. The First National Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
Stay ahead of the curve and keep your small engines running right this off-season. At Simmer Sales and Service, we have you covered. Bring your equipment over for a full winter tune-up or repair. Our full-service shop is ready for you just 2 miles east of Tuttle. We're locally and family-owned. You'll leave saying, Simmer, good people.
Navigating through Medicare.
Williams Foods, more than just a grocery store. Williams Foods has been serving communities since 1971. That is 45 years strong and counting. We are successful because we offer great service, great prices, fresh produce, and the best meat money can buy. Williams Foods is not just in your communities, we are a part of your community. We donate 1% back to any nonprofit organization, and we donate up to 6 cents per labels to anyone fundraising. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it.
Contemporary Family Dentistry Newcastle has been serving the Tri-City community since 2008 and is excited to announce the opening of our second location in Blanchard. For more information, visit our website at www.cfdok.com.
Hey Tiger fans, if you're looking for a church home, we have a place for you at First Baptist Church. From children's and youth activities to senior adults, we have a ministry for everyone in your family and would love to have you join us. If we can pray for you, email us at prayforyou@att.net. We love you and hope you have a blessed week.
Hello, this is Pastor Todd at Snow Hill Baptist Church. We want you to know that you're always welcome at Snow Hill. In fact, we welcome anyone and everyone. We want to extend an invitation that you show up just any Sunday you want to, because we like to say all are welcome here at Snow Hill.
At Tuttle Christian Church, we love God and love our community. Whether your children are attending in our Safe, Secure Kids building or you're attending one of our worship services, we hope you will experience a moment with Jesus. We hope to see you there. Tuttle Christian Church.
At Tactical Pest Solutions, we prevent pests from taking over. Our defense will give you peace of mind, keeping your home or business safe from pesky bugs or creepy crawlers. Our tactical approach proactively treats your spaces before high-traffic pest season. Make an appointment today, even if you haven't seen indications of bugs or pests, so we can play defense for your home team. Give us a call and let's keep your home or business free of what's bugging you. Tactical Pest Solutions. We can beat the bugs to the punch.
Country Equipment Rentals is the spot for all the tools to help you get those projects done. Whether it's a power washer, jackhammer, stump grinder, or tiller, or if you need something a little bigger like a tractor and brush hog, skid steer, excavator, or even a bulldozer, Country Equipment Rentals is the place to go. Where you call home is important, and when things break, who you call to fix that home is also important. When it comes to heat and air needs, local matters. Bo Kokenauer of Koch's Mechanical knows that, and that's why Koch's Mechanical takes pride in serving the community he calls home.
Need your AC service? Let our dad serve you.
Jeff here with Triton Foundation Repair. I'm here to remind you that we always have and always will offer free foundation evaluations to Oklahomans. At Triton, we know your home is a big investment and your money is hard earned. So when you call us for a free evaluation, our specialists will perform a thorough foundation evaluation and only give an estimate when foundation repair is necessary. So visit TritonOK.com to schedule your free foundation evaluation.
Life is complex enough. With decades of experience, Cornerstone Insurance Group makes insurance simple. We can help with coverage for your home, farm, or ranch, coverage for all the drivers, cars, and equipment in and around your house, coverage for your business, large or small, life insurance to give you peace of mind. Call or stop by today, and one of our experienced, licensed agents will shop dozens of insurance companies for you, saving you time and money. Call our office or visit us online at oklahomainsured.com.
Contemporary Family Dentistry Newcastle has been serving the Tri-City community since 2008 and is excited to announce the opening of our second location in Blanchard. Don't have dental insurance? That's not a problem at Contemporary Family Dentistry. We have a $250 annual membership that covers cleanings and exams, eliminating the feeling that you can't go to the dentist. For more information, visit our website at www.cfdok.com.
High-speed fiber internet is now available from Tuttle Broadband.
Get faster speeds, up to 1 gigabyte in the most modern service available.
Stream your favorite shows and get connected with no service contract and competitive pricing.
Tuttle Broadband. Schedule your installation today.
High-speed fiber internet for a more connected Tuttle.
Looking for the perfect way to satisfy your barbecue cravings? Look no further. We welcome everyone to enjoy our mouth-watering barbecue made with love and care. With a kids menu and outdoor patio, we have something for all ages. Come for the barbecue, stay for the good times with family and friends.
Williams Foods, more than a grocery store. At Williams Foods, we pride ourselves on our meats, and we have the best, the freshest, the most tender meat money can buy. There is no better meat in the world. Williams Foods cuts it fresh every day, just the way you like it. Don't be fooled by big box stores that don't cut their meat on site. We do meat right and better than anyone. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it. Williams Foods, your fresh meat, fresh produce, and much more store since 1971.
Al's Heat and Air is a proud supporter of the Tuttle Tigers. Serving the Tuttle area for almost 40 years, we work on all makes and models. As a trained comfort specialist, we sell the best and service the rest. Al's Heat and Air, 405-381-3602. At Jamie Joe's, our burgers are handmade with 100% pure beef. From our grill to your table, you'll love every bite.
Jamie Joe's, half-price burgers all day Monday.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers.
As a mama, you're constantly pulled in every direction. HotWorks is where you get to hit pause. Sweat out the stresses you recenter in just 30 minutes. You deserve this.
Welcome back to the halftime show here. Eli's untangling his microphone and got him a Diet Coke, and we're back on the Pizza Shop halftime show. I had some Pizza Shop. Wednesday we had the Pizza Shop for the coaches show, and it was delicious.
There you go.
Thin crust pepperoni over there at the Pizza Shop. And now they brought back the buffet.
Ooh, there you go.
Lunch buffet is back. COVID is over in Tuttle.
Now you're cooking with gas right there.
I think Brent Venables was here a little bit earlier tonight.
Awesome.
That's what I heard. Had a Brent Venables sighting. Hopefully,
Yep,
thoughts and prayers go out to him. I know his wife's going through some health issues right now, and everybody, you forget sometimes coaches are real people too, and you complain about them, and some people don't feel all that highly about some people, but at the end of the day, they're human beings, and he's kind of going through a little tough time right now, but good to have him out in Grady County here under the lights in Tuttle watching a few. I imagine he's the eye of old Kel Harriman's caught him too.
Right.
You see a guy with that kind of size early on in his career that you can't get away from looking at how big he is.
Right.
And then his feet move well. So,
speaking of looking out, you see some Christmas lights out there. Home for the holidays coming up here in Tuttle, December 5th, 5:30 to 9:30 in downtown Tuttle. There'll be all sorts of fun festivities going on. Usually the little kids are singing songs, and got vendors out there, Santa Claus, the Grinch, everybody's there. Clark Griswold usually shows up in some form or fashion, Uncle Eddie too, so it should be a fun one there. But cool to see that kind of talent attracting coaches' attention. I saw C.J. Simon got an offer from UTEP, University of Texas El Paso, this week, I believe.
That's a cool school. Ryland Dooner, shout out Ryland Dooner, Tuttle Tiger softball state champ, 2 or 3 time state champ for Ryland Dooner, out at UTEP playing softball. So,
one of the coolest stadiums in the country, the Sun Bowl, they play out there, and that stadium is like built into the mountain out there. Really, really cool setup. So good for him, the Miners.
Oh, it's a cool scene out there for sure. And
pretty good Mexican food out there. And if you go out there, I can tell you where the best steak place in town is. It's not in town, it's out of town, but one of the best steaks I've ever had down near El Paso, Texas.
Okay, I believe you. I don't have any reason not to believe you. You are a traveling man. So I'll tell you, the best steak, I'm not making this up. I used to not coach and used to be in the sold Ford trucks, and the old owner of Patriot Ford in Purcell, Sam Wampler, I got to drive a 5.0 Mustang out to the casino to Concho, and we met the Ford guy at the Barefoot Bar and Grill in El Reno. Gilmore's Barefoot Bar and Grill. It was a biker bar, and you walk in and you're like, what is going on?
Where am I at?
This thing has got more cigarette smoke than Marlboro itself, and we walk in, and this guy is about 646 pounds, comes out of the kitchen. What kind of, how you want your steak? And we tell him, and he brings it out, and I took my wife. I've taken my mom and father and been over there and several times. It was unbelievable from a little biker bar. And the Ford guy is the one that told us about it. So
nice.
I don't believe, I've heard that does not exist anymore. It's still a bar, restaurant, grill there, but it's I think it's new ownership. But someone said that the cook was still there. So
okay,
may check
might
it
still
out.
get you a steak out there. You never know.
I don't know that I want to go over there and risk it.
Right.
But next time I'm going.
If anybody knows, text us and let us know. About 2 minutes left here in halftime. Tigers up 17-0. It's not quite the high-powered, high-flying first half we've been used to, but that's because the Tigers simply haven't had the ball like they usually do. They had 4 offensive drives. It's kind of easy to keep track of the drives when they've only got 4 of them. They had 4 offensive drives. 2 of them ended in touchdowns. 1 of them ended in a turnover. They had 5 offensive drives. 1 of them ended in a turnover. 1 of them ended in a punt, and then the field goal.
Yeah, and you really look back at the turnover. I mean, the play before was a 20-yard gain. You get a block, a blindside block call after a missed pass interference / targeting on the same play that neither one of those were called. So you're talking about going 35 yards downfield in yardage, and then you get it all taken back. And I'll tell you, that's Roundsville's first fumble of the season. They go right, they're getting back involved in this game. They've heavy in the box early. They've taken the run game kind of away, and Cruz has done a really good job tonight. He's 14 of 20 for 179, 2 touchdowns. You see the graphic there. Roundsville just 3 carries. He might have 4. I may have messed that up, but 3 carries, 28 yards. Receiving, McAdoo 5 catches, 82 yards, 2 touchdowns. And that's not Simon. I apologize. That's Jalen. That's Jalen Lane, and he's 5 catches, 72 yards on the evening. Kale Harriman's been big up front in the middle, playing the zero technique or the one technique up in the defensive tackle. 10 tackles, 4 of them solo, and then Luke Falwell chipping in with 8. Several other Tigers getting around that same kind of area. Avalar and McCoy, McAdoo, those guys have spilled a bunch of tackles as well. So been a good night.
Yeah, 30 seconds left before let's check the scores around round 4A. Wagner up 35-0 in the third quarter. Hilldale up 21-3 over Miami. So it looks like if the Tigers hold on and Hilldale holds on, we might be playing the Hornets next week. Cushing and Ada knotted up at 22 at halftime. Clinton and Blanchard 14-7 Clinton. 17-0 Tuttle. That's us. I knew that one. Elgin 36-0 over Ardmore at halftime. Salisaw up 14-0 at halftime, and Bethany has extended their lead 21-6 at halftime over Weatherford. So a couple of surprising scores there and a couple of ones that we might have expected. It'll be interesting to see how that Clinton-Blanchard game finishes up. Blanchard usually makes good halftime adjustments. We'll see if they can do that again.
They're going to need to quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
That can get away from you quick.
And then keep an eye on that Hilldale-Miami game as the Tigers will play the victor of that one. And Hilldale trying to stretch it out. 21-3 right now. They've got the lead. So Elk City is set to kick it off to the Tigers. And we'll have our Cornerstone Insurance starting lineup for the Tigers that we'll look at here in just a second. But thanks for joining us on the Pizza Shop halftime show. Yep, go ahead. We'll run through it real quick. So those big guys up front, White, Clark, Morales, Avalar, and Hines, doing a good job. You can see Simon, McAdoo, Kendall, and Lane, Will Garrett, Roundsville, and Campbell in the backfield. Campbell having a good night tonight, and his receivers doing a good job as well. We'll see if the Tigers can come out and put some more points on the board, maybe stretch this thing to 24-0.
Got the big fight coming up.
Big fight. Jake Paul was just making his way into the arena. Here, I've got it pulled up on.
He said the entrance outfit he has is the most expensive outfit ever made. They're on onside. They touched it before 10 yards. And good job right there by Probst at the 49-yard line. But Elk City touched that football.
They did. Touched it a little early. Wyatt Probst gets to it as well.
Good. I mean, I like the idea.
It should have been a
City.
penalty flag, right?
Yeah, it's illegal touching. And the ball was touched about 8 yards. It's got to go 10. But either way, Tigers will take it, and they'll have possession at the 49.
And Elk City feeling like they got to take risks, so keep your eye on that, folks, because
I love taking a shot right here. Right off of that right there. I take a shot at the end
safety
zone.
over the middle. C.J. Simon down near sideline. They'll give it to Roundsville, cuts it back. Still running, falls forward. Nice positive yards on first down.
6 yards there for Sean. And he'll get it going here in the second half if they're going to leave guys out of the box. I still think, and everybody probably sees it, Coach Brand does a good job picking up on these things. That's why I get to be so right all the time when I guess, because he sees these matchups, and he sees 5 down here next to him, close to the press box. 1's coming over the top to help, so. Good throw.
Good throw there to Kendall. He'll be brought down from behind, but not before he picks up about 17 yards.
Yeah, that one just slides it into the second level there to Kendall as he's dragging across the field. Good job, Cruz, staying with it. McAdoo was a little bit deeper. Just takes the safer option. Good job by Cruz and Zarian playing catch right there.
First down for the Tigers. They'll give it to Roundsville again. Got some green there. Breaks through. Still on his feet. Going to pick up about 11 on that carry. Nice run there. Good job blocking up front. Had a great lane to run through there. Does a good job bouncing it outside. Will Garrett gets out there, gets a good block. And then Sean Roundsville doing a good job. First down, Tigers.
Yeah, just a quick drive going right now.
And this is exactly what you wanted if you're the Tigers. Get the ball, score quick. Roundsville cutting it back. Positive yardage again.
6 yards there again for Roundsville. Just got an update from Mr. Lee Coker. Appreciate that. Dustin Plott with a Tech Fall win, and Luke Serber with a pin up at Utah Valley tonight in the Cowboys season opener over at Utah Valley. Coach David Taylor's first duel as the head man in Stillwater. I think there's a lot of buzz around that program. I know Dustin and Luke are fired up. And
Tigers going big and to keep it on the ground with Roundsville. He'll be bottled up just past the line of scrimmage, so maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 4. Tigers can still get a first down. They're inside the 5-yard line, so you don't have to get all the way to the end zone right here.
Falwell said he was not an offensive guy on the coaches show. There he is out there making his way with 11 and 22.
He's dropping those subtle hints.
Yeah, well, he's playing fullback, I guess. So.
Retired from tailback, but fullback's not tailback, so we'll give it to McAdoo. He's going to try and string it out. Gets up the field. He's not going to get enough for the first down. We'll see if they bring the field goal unit out or try and go for it. Flag on the play on the backside of that play. It's in the vicinity of where you typically see a holding penalty.
Yeah, everything flowing fast to the right, and probably someone trying to reach a linebacker with hands on the jersey instead of getting to him all the way. So I'll bring you back, but looks like the offense is staying on the field. The wind's picked up quite a bit.
If they accept the penalty, then you get 3rd down again. If they decline it, then it goes to 4th down. So if you're Elk City, you'd almost decline the penalty and get to 4th down.
Yeah, I think they're more. I don't know. I mean, it's 10 yards moved back, so
that's just a little more room for this offense to work.
I mean, it's a little dangerous chance you take, letting Cruz throw the football again.
And they will step it off, so it'll be 3rd down again. So Cruz Campbell and the offense will come out to the field.
Why is the ball going to the left hash?
Where the penalty.
I didn't even realize that. Amateur hour over here.
Yep, where the penalty occurred.
I think I like this setup right here. I like this look.
Lane in motion. Little pressure coming. Cruz scrambling. Got a man in the end zone.
What a throw.
Oh, bounces off C.J. Simon. Had him in the back of the end zone. Can't bring it in.
Yeah, good ball right there, and just taking C.J. to the line. I think he was trying to keep feet down and got the ball got into his body a little bit right there. I think he was more worried about where he was at and just got to catch that one. C.J., he brings that one in a lot of times, but they stayed with it, and good ball.
Ooh, we got an attempt at a discount multiplier coming up here.
Uh-oh.
That's what this is. Some call it a field goal. Some call it a discount multiplier. That's what Bo Kokenauer calls it.
Yep. The discount multiplier on the Christmas lights.
And it's up. No good.
Just a little wide right.
So discount stays where it's at, tripled.
I thought he kicked it well. I mean, you look at the flag, it's about 10 to 15 miles an hour in his face, and it's a cool breeze. I walked out there at halftime to get me a breath of fresh air, and it's pretty brisk out.
Yep, fans are bundled up tonight.
I have a friend in town from Colorado, and I said, this is like summertime. He goes, oh, yeah, we got snow the other day.
Oh, wow.
So
Not yet. Not yet, folks. A little snow in Boulder for Neon Dion and also Haley, formerly known as Rogers.
I love watching that.
Haley Warner now. Good defense there by the Tigers. Gain of 2 for Elk City. So second.
Falwell there making the stop. They get 3 on the first down run. And that's kind of where they want to be, like we talked about. I mean, but they've done this 3-4 yards, and then they go penalty. The last 3 drives, they've been penalty right after this. So see if they keep consistent with that. If you're the Tigers, you hope so. If you're from out west Oklahoma, you hope not.
Yeah, and the problem Elk City is going to run into is the clock is going to become an issue at some point for them as they keep it on the ground and keep that clock rolling.
You watch this. This is not something they've done all night. That's that counter, I'm sorry. And Adrian, good job. And there's Jalen coming up low.
And 71's coming out there, and he wants to get his hat on 22, not on lane. And so 22 does a good job scraping under that block this time. So 3rd down coming up for Elk City. They're going to try and draw the Tigers off sides with that hard count.
Yeah, I would imagine that's their first option here.
They'll go quick. Ball's loose. Falls on it. Lineman was pulling. They had a counter play, and the lineman ran into the quarterback, knocked the ball loose on the mesh.
Yeah, he didn't get deep enough away, and the big man knocks it loose, and they're fortunate to grab that. They're going to punt with the wind here.
So you might get one high enough and deep enough for a McAdoo return.
If it stays in bounds, you're going to have a return chance. I mean, there's no doubt about it, and this is what you're waiting for. This is what I'm waiting for. I love this play. I think it's one of our best offensive snaps. Kick it to 11.
We tell them to call it every 4th down.
Yeah. Just back up a little bit more than you normally would and catch it on the bounce if it's low.
It's not. It's high. He can run under it. He's got a man streaking at him, but he's going to run past him and then breaks free, still on his feet, hit, spun down, but inside the 40-yard line. So nice return by Brady McAdoo.
About 14 yards there or so. But, I mean, makes two guys miss right off the bat.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, the difference, though, is now instead of having it on the 46-yard line on negative territory, you've got it on the plus 37-yard line. So kind of flip the field for your offense, give them a short field to work with. See if we can punch one in the end zone here.
You might see something downfield here pretty quick. I haven't taken a shot in a while. McAdoo taking a breather on this play. McCoy subs him in. McCoy's a good receiver, too. Hasn't had a bunch of offensive numbers, but he can make plays with a football.
They'll give it to Roundsville. Will Garrett leading the way there. Roundsville stays on his feet, rolls forward.
I thought that wrestler was coming back out, and he's just going to stand right up and
Thought
go.
he might get that hand down and then spring back up.
That's a really good run right there from Sean. You see right here on Hotworks replay, almost stays up.
But 8 yards on 1st down, we'll take it.
Bo Hickman, he signed Wednesday. Skylar Rogers, Wichita State. Bo Hickman going to Oklahoma State to wrestle. Skylar Rogers going to Wichita State to play softball, the shortstop for the Lady Tigers.
Give it to Roundsville. He tries to bounce it outside, then cuts it back.
Counter.
He'll be right at the line to gain, so 3rd and less than 1.
Yeah, and this is where I like the shot to the end zone here.
Take a shot on 3rd down and then get you a yard on 1st down or 4th down.
Got 11 and 5 singled, and there's 5 yards for a 1st down. So they're going to call offense. This far judge has his right hand up, which usually indicates it's on.
Yeah, they're going to discuss it for sure.
I'm telling you, the guy on their sideline had his hand on his chest on his side of the ball.
I thought we barely got set.
Yep, there we go.
The offsides. So that'll get them the 1st down.
I thought I saw a different signal from the guy up top, and I think Elk City's coach is asking why he did that.
1st down, Tigers inside the 25-yard line. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left. Clock's running. Elk City walks up pressure. And they draw them off sides again.
I mean, they're just eating them alive right now. That's 70 yards in penalties for Elk City and it's not been holding or defensive pass interference that we've really seen a couple of times, we've thought.
A couple of no calls. That could be over 100 yards.
You're talking
very
about
easily.
They had a personal foul, 15 yards. They had 1 hold, but they've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 procedure penalties, either on the offense or the defense.
They do not draw them off sides this time, but it's 1st and 5 for the Tigers. Go to Roundsville, following Will Garrett.
That's Jake Rogers there, or 58, yeah. Watch these guys pulling through the hole. It's Mikey
Avalar and Garrett.
Mikey did a good job.
Just blowing them up.
56. He got kind of ran up on. Good job, Mikey, getting off the ground. What was the gain there? I missed the yardage.
Good run from Roundsville. It was 7 or 8.
We'll give him 8, home team.
Favorable spot. I like it.
CJ singled again down here.
Safety's rolling over now.
I think you're going to keep grounding it out right
keep
now.
it to Roundsville, who spins. Keeps driving his feet inside the 5-yard line now.
He said, I only had 3 touches in the first half, and I dropped one of them. And he's really, he's went for 5, 11, 6, 8, 1, 8, 7. So, I mean, he's turning out the yards. He's 74 yards now on 11 carries, averaging 6.7 a carry.
2nd and 4 for the Tigers. They can get a first down inside the 3-yard line. Kendall in motion. They'll keep it with Roundsville, who slips in the backfield. He was trying to cut up there. Elk City did a good job with pressure coming.
Ashmark got him.
Little turf monster.
I shouldn't have said Brownsville was doing a good job, averaging 6.7 yards a carry. That's my fault, Sean. Jinxed it right there.
Jinxed it. 3rd down coming up for the Tigers. They'll give it to Roundsville. He's following his blockers there, keeping his feet going.
I think he's got the
He'll
first
get
down.
right to the stick. I think he'll have enough for the first down, and he will, it appears, by the spot.
If we're on the road early in the year, this would definitely be.
Absolutely. If we had a measurement, I feel good about it.
Measure that thing. It's going to get measured the right way. What was it, the first 3 weeks of the season, we played on the road?
We did.
First 3 weeks we had a measurement on 4th down, and all 3 of those were successful. So 1st and goal here from the 2.
Big group coming in. Harriman and Wright checking in the game.
I think you're going to see 27 until he goes into the red zone there.
He's going to follow 44, and there he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Sean Roundsville. The lights are flashing in Tuttle as Sean Roundsville finds pay dirt, and they just ride 27 all the way to the end zone this time. Tough running, good blocking from those big guys up front.
Yeah, 10 carries and 50-something yards for Roundsville on the ground right there. Good drive for the Tigers. You eat up all the clock just like Elk City did, but you're successful with points, and 23-0 on the option team. It really makes it tough on a team that doesn't throw the football.
As Og boots that one through for a Koch's Mechanical point after attempt.
It's a Koch's Mechanical point after.
Don't pay big company prices. Call Koch's Mechanical.
Need your AC service? Let our dad serve you.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. Sean Roundsville finds pay dirt. Let's look at a couple of runs from Roundsville on that drive on our Hotworks Mustang replays. Here you can see him following Mikey Avalar and Will Garrett, getting positive yards for the first down, moving the chains, and then they'll feed him again. He'll cut back, spin, and keep those feet pumping down inside the 5-yard line. Next play, got the first down, and this sets up the touchdown run from Roundsville, and he just sees red and goes for it.
Yeah, they just walled that off right there. If you show that one more time, Kevin, that last one, you see the left side of the line, Eli, they just wall those guys down, and Sean has an open pavement to the end zone. And just he knows he's going to have some contact. But you're playing one-on-one with a wrestler, and Cascino's a good player, but Sean's going to go forward every time right there, one-on-one.
Yeah, he's going to fall forward for 2 and into the end zone. So Tigers take a 24-0 lead, 4:14 left in the 3rd quarter. Garrett Og drives it low, and it bounces. It'll be fielded. A little bit of a reverse action coming. Good coverage by the Tigers. Probst in there. He'll get out past the 25-yard line, but the Tigers will have a chance to stop him again.
Good discipline right there. Just staying home and staying in your lane. Every one of those guys running down the field on kickoff, you've got a lane. Like you're driving in an expressway, and you stay in that lane. And then once the ball moves to, you start closing your lane down, start switching lanes immediately over, but you don't get too far, and you don't go too far down the highway. And everybody did a really good job staying put, not running with the original ball carrier, and just doing their job.
Yeah, and sometimes those reverse-type actions are a little bit better if they're off to one side or the other. That one's in the middle. Everybody can kind of stay in their lane and still play it straight up. 1st and 10, Elk City. They're going to hand a little end-around sweep and pick up positive yards. Pick up 6 on that one, just kind of stringing it down the line and then finding a spot to pop through.
Yeah, Falwell gets in there at the end of that. That's something you haven't seen from Elk tonight, and probably a big reason there's a big chunk run right there for Elk.
McAdoo and Bowie talking about something out there.
They're talking about the baseball season coming up.
Yeah, McAdoo probably telling them, hey, we'll see you in the spring.
McAdoo was a scoring run on a suicide squeeze to beat him in the semifinals a couple years back, or 3 years ago.
About to have a crack block here on McAdoo. Oh, they're going to throw it out there. Almost gets a paw on it. That was pass intended for number 4, Easton Sloan. It was a little low and could only get one hand on it.
I believe that's the second pass attempt of the evening, and both incomplete tonight.
Yep, got Rogers, McDoulet, and Baker on the line for the Tigers. Baker's done a good job when he's in there, getting into a gap and getting into the backfield.
Yeah, he's got a big frame, too. He can affect the passing lane. And a guy that didn't play football last year comes back out and has a role on the team.
McDoulet, first man to hit him, and then
they got it.
They're going to be real close.
I think he's short. They might have to measure this one. This one looks to be maybe a half a yard or a quarter of a yard short. I got really good eyes, but they're going to get, I don't know.
Let's give him the nose of that football.
I thought it was up top, the man on the line up there on their sideline. I thought his foot was a little behind. But, hey, you got to be nice to the visitors.
Be hospitable.
Quarterback bounces it outside.
Breaks a couple tackles and then gets bottled up in the back end as
Probst, I think, caught some, or that's Jordan Lane.
Jordan Lane.
Some friendly fire there. And he gets up off the ground. I think he just kind of got caught off guard, and I almost wonder if his breath got knocked out of him, or he's just saying, hey, I need to breathe here for a second, because I'm pretty sure Falwell blew him up, or McAdoo, one of the two guys ran into him as they both converged on their ball carrier. The quarterback bounced that. Good job by him. Gain of about 10 there, or 11, I guess.
So 1st and 10 now, Elk City at the 49-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Quarterback keeps it. He was hit hard.
Goodness gracious, that's there.
Tyrese Gonzalez coming in.
And ball came out. Tigers, Nick Wright.
Look at this replay right here. That was Falwell, excuse me. Falwell stepping up in there. Tyrese
got a hold of him, but Falwell
gets in there.
Throw it again, Kevin. One more time. We got time to see it.
Quarterback scrambling for the ball there. You see it pop loose.
Watch middle line right there. Underneath and just mollywops, and then Tyrese wrangles.
Ball's on the
ground.
ground.
It is out. I don't just don't know when it came out.
Yeah.
Not as good of a look as last week, but great job by Bradley catching that.
2nd and 10 for Elk City. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter.
You get a win on first down right there if you're the defense. T formation.
Oh, face mask coming.
Oh, maybe just around the neck.
All right, no face mask.
That was the old school T formation right there, Eli. Three running backs straight across, quarterback under center. That's on Sega Genesis stuff.
I like it.
Student body right.
Minute 36 left here in the third quarter. Clock continues to run. As we talked about, Elk City's ground and pound offense is not geared for scoring quick, so with a 24-point deficit, the clock sort of becomes an enemy here pretty quickly.
Yeah, it makes it tough. I mean, you've taken 3 minutes off the field or off the clock, and get some chunk.
A little bit of room to run, but good job from Jordan Lane just chopping him down. Again, you don't have to blow him up. It'll be first down yardage. They'll move the chains, keep the drive alive.
A good tackle by Jalen, just doing his job as a corner in this. You're making sure you read your key and you don't let the guy get downfield that you're guarding, but you got to come up and make plays in the alley. And really good tackle right there in open space. I know it's a first down, but I mean, there's 30 more seconds off the clock and it's still rolling. And Elk City's went roughly 25 yards so far on this drive. So this is a win for Tuttle all the way.
We'll be close to getting this one off. 3 seconds on the play clock, and they'll snap it, hand it again over the edge, and there's Lane again out there. He'll slow him down enough for the Tigers to make a tackle. Tyrese gets in there, but he'll stop the clock out of bounds with 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Be 2nd and 1 coming up for the Elks.
Looks like about a gain of 6 right there. I've got them down for 6 different ball carriers tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've got 4 in the backfield at any given time, and they rotated 10 in there as well. So I think that's spot on. They'll hand it to 21. He's hit hard at the line of scrimmage.
He didn't get it.
Yep, 2nd and 1, and he's stopped.
Is that Avalar?
That was Avalar getting up a little slow there.
Well, this
Pretty
is
good collision.
That's the kind of games you can see the collision, but then there's the tangledness, and you get intertwined, and sometimes you get stepped on or something like that. It's usually what happens. That's the worst place to be in the middle of that is after the play is finishing up and people's cleats got to find a place to go.
Everybody's piling on.
Yeah, but tough quarter here for Tuttle, and this is last snap here if they get it off. 2 on the clock. They're a false start, and that's going to back them up, and that's been the story of the night for Elk City, as that penalty will take us to the 4th quarter, Eli.
So that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter there. Penalty on the Elks. We'll see if they put a second back on the clock. They might.
Yeah, because it wasn't. Yeah, it was before the snap. So
since it was a pre-snap penalty, they probably will put.
Knowing high school refs, they probably just say the quarter expired, but Elk City will probably beg for that back.
They'll either do 1 second on the clock or an untimed down.
If you decline it, it's 4th down
and that'll be an untimed down.
Yeah.
Little.
I think he's asking, do you want to run the clock off or?
Well, that's what that signal. The signal means untimed down.
I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah, he gave a little kind of the twisters.
You said that several times. I'm just disregarding everything you're saying. I'm being a bad partner right now. Sorry about that.
No worries. If you've seen Twisters, the second movie, he gives a little twisters signal. That's the untimed down signal. He's not trying to be the handsome fella on Twisters and be cool.
Ooh, late hit 64 there at the end of the play on Avalar.
We'll just let it slide. No worries.
Adrian's got to just go back to the huddle, and that'll be the end of the quarter. So that'll bring up 4th down when we come back.
Yep, 4 fingers in the air. We'll be back on Tiger TV in just a moment.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers.
Looking for the perfect way to satisfy your barbecue cravings? Look no further. We welcome everyone to enjoy our mouth-watering barbecue made with love and care. Our family-friendly barbecue joint is more than just a restaurant. We're part of the community, and our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch in Tuttle and Rush Springs. Come for the barbecue, stay for the good times with family and friends.
We're back here on Tiger TV. 4th quarter set to start. 12 minutes on the clock. 4th down and 2, and really 4th down in the ball game. Probably for Elk City, you got to get this. You got to get this if you're Elk City.
Can't jump off sides if you're the Tigers. They do get it. So they'll get the first down to the 26-yard line. The clock continues to run, though. It'll stop momentarily while they set the chains. So 1st and 10, Elk City, 11:56 left in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to work a little bit quicker than they have. Quarterback's going to scramble with it. Makes a man miss, but Probst drives him out of bounds.
The ball boy is excited over there.
So it'll be a first down. Good job, Probst, out there staying with the play. Lane slows him down enough for Probst to catch him. 1st and 10, Elk City.
He's a good runner, got some good speed, and that naked bootleg is what that's called. And he just, it might even be one of those that you tell the quarterback, hey, don't give it to the running back, but don't tell him you're not giving it to him, and just take off, because that's usually when it works best. Nice play design there for Elk City, and big first down inside the 20.
They'll hand it off again. Got some room on the inside. Tigers ripping at the ball, but not able to get it loose.
Yeah, McCoy in there trying to rip that thing out.
Elk City having success driving the ball down the field, but it's just taken far too long to get it done. 11 minutes, 20 seconds left in the 4th quarter. This drive has taken, I don't know, probably 8 minutes, 7-8 minutes off the clock. I think they got the ball back with 5 or 6 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Here, Avalar gets there quick. He cuts back. He's going to get into the end zone. Skip hop into the end zone. That's number 1, Tucker Garza, with the touchdown. So Elk City gets on the board. It's 24-6 now with an extra point ensuing. They may stay on and go for 2, try and make it a 2-score game.
You have to go for 2. Mathematically, it tells you to do it, so you better do it. But, I mean, they went back to their bread and butter, their power, and I don't know. They haven't ran a whole lot of it tonight and haven't had success, but they do right there on that drive. They had 2 runs right there back-to-back on the power to go into the end zone and help out with the quarterback naked boot by Cole Bowie. Elk City gets in the end zone. And
Elk City will go for 2. They'll hand it off over that right side. He's going to be tripped up and short. So two-point conversion's no good. Tigers up 24-6. Let's check some scores around 4A. Cushing, Ada's up 35-22. Bethany's up 28-6 over Weatherford. Clinton and Blanchard are tied at 14. Wagner's up 49-7. Salisaw's up 17-14 over Grove. Elgin up 43-0 over Ardmore. And Hilldale up 21-9 over Miami at the start of the fourth quarter. So Miami trying to bring that one back.
Blanchard and Clinton, yeah, knotted up at 14 in the fourth quarter. I'll pull that one up and see if we can't see it. I wonder if that one's broadcast.
It's on Squirtle.
Yeah, we'll pull that up. And if you're with us, watching this one, stick with us. The Tyson fight has not started.
Right.
It's 12.
Don't switch to Netflix.
Yeah, you don't need to go to Netflix right now.
The Barrios Ramos fight is on right now. I think there's still a couple undercards to go.
Yeah, they're waiting, and Mike's getting warmed up. You know, I don't know if it's like an old porch dog. I don't know how much warming up Mike's got to do at 60. You just kind of know how to do it. Get out of bed. Let's go. He's trained. His body looks incredible.
He's
58 years old.
I would not want to be hit by him. Still.
No. I'd rather be hit by a car.
Right.
Because it ain't going to be my face. I'm a TV guy now.
Elk City going for the onside again. And I don't think they blew that one live. I think Elk City just kind of went for it.
Yeah.
So it should be a false start. Right? Should move them back 5.
Yeah, 5 yards, and they'll still be able to onside it if they want. Actually, no. They're just letting them.
Interestingly enough, Colby Oglesby just about caught that, and if he'd have taken it to the house. I did that one time down at Plainview. They kicked an onside, and it just bounced right up into my lap, and the Red Sea parted in front of me, and I took it to the house.
That's beautiful.
So that's always fun when the other team's trying to kick an onside, and then you run it back to the house.
You got a fair
Kendall
catch this one.
fair catches it. Smart play there.
Sorry about that background noise. I was just not paying attention to what was on my phone. Blanchard. The 3:18 left in the game. Clinton has the ball in Blanchard territory. Tied up.
This official giving Wyatt Probst an earful here.
It's a big first down. Clinton has the ball down to the 25-yard line of Blanchard. Going into score with under 3 minutes left on the clock in the fourth quarter. So Clinton trying to get the upset here. The 9 ranked team in 4A.
Snap bobbled, but Roundsville able to catch it cleanly. And he's got some room to run, still streaking down. Hotworks Mustang replay coming here. Ball's on the 38-yard line. So Roundsville kind of takes the snap out of the air.
19 yards there for Roundsville.
19-yard gain on first down. Puts it in Elk City territory. Clock continues to run. If you're the Tigers here, you'd love to score, but you'd also love to take about 6 minutes to do it.
I want to throw it deep.
Simon, no safety over the top. He's up top. They're going to roll some coverage. They'll hand it to Roundsville. Stiff arm, cuts back. Still on his feet, spins, got some room. Now he's cutting back across the field. Good block out here from
Tannen White has effort. That's the second. I watched it on the coaches show, a replay. Watch 65 after this. He's your
left tackle here.
He finds space. He sees something else is happening. Watch the effort by Jason's son.
Stays with it. Now he goes out and lead blocking. Jet McCoy down there blocking down the field. That's on the back side of that play originally, and he's blocking his tail off.
Well, and that's his job. Whenever he goes in there for 11, right now his job is to go to make blocks and do those things. There's another 5 yards.
We'll draw him off sides, push him back 5, and For a receiver, though, sometimes if you know that play's called to the far side of the field and backside, sometimes that's where you sort of may not give your best effort blocking.
I can tell you right now, I wasn't going to do. You got to go get to the safety. I'm taking a play off, coach.
That's one of those where you may run over there to that safety and try and block him, but you're usually not blocking the corner out here.
You know how it works. You make a deal with that corner early in the game, saying, "Hey, I ain't going to chase you down if you don't chase over there."
Right. Play on the other side. Me and you are hanging out. Roundsville met in the backfield this time and then stood up and hit hard. Still on his feet, still throwing him around.
That one goes for no gain, but Sean at 15 carries, 96 yards.
McAdoo Wildcat package coming in. Harriman, Avalar, McAdoo, and Fall. I was going to say Falwell's coming.
Falwell's down there talking about defensive
stuff. I think they have defensive huddle going on.
So Coach Lemming had to let him go. Get out of there. Fake the reverse. McAdoo thinks about throwing it. Runs out of bounds.
Ridden down out of bounds. He'll pick up 4. Be 3rd and 2. Maybe 3rd and 1.5 for the Tigers.
Yeah, they were running a route right there, and they ran the end around last week, or underneath around, if you want to call it that. But they faked it to Avalar, and
I think they were trying to feed Falwell on the pass play that time.
Yeah.
They'll stick with that formation. See what they draw up this time. Maybe get one of those big guys. You could have a mac and cheese situation too.
Oh, yeah.
C.J. Simon out there up top. No safety over the top either out there.
I think you got numbers on the left side, and they do. Uh-oh.
He gets bottled. He's going to get enough for the free. Yep, still driving.
You got to love that effort. The red team pushing them still forward. Now you blow it. I love it. And that's
Good job, Tigers.
That's one of those, just that weight room in the summertime stuff coming into play. And right here, everything's stalemated. Look at Avalar 50, or Mikey just churning out the whole pile. He's standing behind everybody. He's got 2 hands on somebody, and he's throwing everybody forward.
The only problem there is number 11 takes a big hit.
Yeah, and someone got tangled up down there, it looks like. One of the big boys. Can't quite tell what number it is. I hope it's a cramp or got stepped on
Coach
the
Ballard's
foot.
telling him, hey, blow the whistle, bud.
He's stretching his leg out.
We got an injured player. We'll take a timeout on Tiger TV and be back in just a moment.
Al's Heat and Air is a proud supporter of the Tuttle Tigers. Serving the Tuttle area for almost 40 years, we work on all makes and models. As a trained comfort specialist, we sell the best and service the rest. Al's Heat and Air, 405-381-3602.
At Jamie Joe's, our burgers are handmade with 100% pure beef. From our grill to your table, you'll love every bite. Jamie Joe's, half-price burgers all day Monday.
Welcome back on Tiger TV. Brady McAdoo helped off the field.
Looks like he's going to be all right.
Yep. As Cruz Campbell had pressure in his face, throws that one away. Does a good job getting that one off. My apologies watching that one develop. Thought he might get sacked back there as he had pressure in his face, and then I thought he might be throwing it to the point where it'd be intentional grounding, but Cruz such a smart quarterback. I mean, I don't know that I've seen a high school quarterback get it away as efficiently as he does in terms of throwing the ball away.
Yeah, just take the next snap, and you're inside the 10, inside the 5, really, at the 5, and
I mean, you're looking at taking a 10-yard loss there if you get sacked. They'll keep it on the ground with Roundsville. Blow the whistle. What are you waiting on?
We got to.
He's not going forward. He's going backwards.
Yeah, and that's what, McAdoo come up a little slow in that last possession or that last play on his, and there was a lot of people that were frustrated about them not blowing the whistle after the initial surge again. Then he stood up, and then there's people chopping at his feet. And
the McAdoo play, I sort of understand. He's still moving forward to some degree. The pile's moving.
After
typically
the
you blow it.
After the first push, you blow it dead.
Say Elk City had a coach running on the field this time. They're going to call a timeout. Elk City will call a timeout. We'll step away on Tiger TV and be back in just a moment.
Contemporary Family Dentistry Newcastle has been serving the Tri-City community since 2008 and is excited to announce the opening of our second location in Blanchard. Don't have dental insurance? That's not a problem at Contemporary Family Dentistry. We have a $250 annual membership that covers cleanings and exams, eliminating the feeling that you can't go to the dentist. For more information, visit our website at www.cfdok.com.
Where you call home is important, and when things break, who you call to fix that home is also important. When it comes to heat and air needs, local matters. Bo Kokenauer of Koch's Mechanical knows that, and that's why Koch's Mechanical takes pride in serving the community he calls home.
Need your AC serviced? Let our dad serve you.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. Tigers have it third and goal from the 4-yard line, trying to punch one in. 8 minutes, 10 seconds left, up 24-6.
Blanchard, 55 seconds left in the game. They trail set by 7. They have the ball across the 50 at the 45-yard line, trying to tie this up under a minute left, going fast.
Yeah, and folks at home, I wouldn't get too concerned if you don't see 11 back on the field. You're up 18. No sense in putting him out there, even if he's cramping.
Big, huge throw from Perriman to Brayson Carter down inside the
Cruz Campbell gets in the end zone, scrambles for a touchdown, and he finally finds Pater. You know, he tried to do that last week. Big flag coming in. Not sure what that was about, but it was after the play, so we'll see what they call there.
I'm not sure either. Looked like he gave a face mask signal. I apologize that maybe I was watching this game trying to keep it updated here.
Cruz Campbell scrambles into the end zone.
Can we take a look at that?
See what we got. So Cruz Campbell drops back, steps up.
Well, I was trying to see
maybe
if it's
rounds of it. Touchdown's good.
Campbell did spike it a little bit as he ran in, but I'm not sure. Unsportsmanlike.
It's on Elk City.
Oh, and on us. Offsetting.
Gotcha. Offsetting unsportsmanlike penalties.
They tied it up. Blanchard tied it up.
Blanchard scores quick. You said they could score quick, and they do. So
I mean, they scored in 25 seconds. They hit a big Brayson Carter 45-yard pass down inside the 5, and Hudson Perriman ran it in. Now they're not tied up. They got to kick the extra point. But Tigers punch in the exclamation probably here tonight. 30-6 here.
Garrett Hogg in for the extra point. This would not be a discount multiplier, but it would add 1 point to the score. And it's good, and that's a Koch's Mechanical point after attempt.
It's a Koch's Mechanical point after.
Got AC trouble? Call our dad. Bo knows heat and air.
When it comes to heat and air needs, local matters.
He's over there standing up.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. Tigers punch another one in the end zone. 31-6 is the score here in Tuttle. Tigers punch one in there. And this is a Cruz Campbell rushing touchdown. That's the first time. That's the first time we've said that all year.
He spiked it.
He just dropped it.
I love it.
Dropped it with
You run in there.
Dropped it with some emphasis. That's all.
Fired up about those feet churning downfield at high rate of speed. You get across the line. You take it all the way across the line. As high school players know to carry it across the line. I don't know how many times you've seen those guys drop balls before they get to the line. But
why in the world? That is incredible.
It all started with Deshaun Jackson back in the day. Remember that? And he drops it, and then it all started this deal. You got to celebrate after you score.
That's one of those where, like, in practice, you've got to practice, like, these defenders pick six and then drop it. It's like, bud, you got to practice running to the end zone in practice. If you get an interception in practice, take it to the house.
Yeah. Blanchard's still on a timeout. They've got to kick the extra point to tie the game, so a lot of pressure here. And the Lions could, I don't know, you're not going to go for the win here.
Garrett Ogg drives this one hard down the field, fielded about the 2-yard line. Got plenty of room for a return.
Good job, Probst.
Driven out of bounds by Wyatt Probst.
Wyatt stayed with that the whole way, tracked it, stayed lateral, and looks like Blanchard's lining up to go for 2. I mean, you don't get this, your season's over.
It's either that swinging gate where they'll slide them over and kick the extra point, or
I mean, you hope that they do that. I don't know. I don't make
haven't
those
followed
decisions.
them that closely. 7 minutes, 57 seconds left in the game here at Richardson Family Stadium. Tigers 31-6 is the score. Been a good night for the Tigers. Started a little slow. Elk City was playing keep away in that first half, trying to keep that Tiger offense off the field, and did a good job of it. Tigers had a 17-0 lead at halftime. They've extended it here.
Blanchard just went for 2, but Clinton or somebody took a timeout right after.
As Elk City is going to take a timeout here as well, and we'll take a timeout on Tiger TV as well.
Looking for the perfect way to satisfy your barbecue cravings? Look no further. We welcome everyone to enjoy our mouth-watering barbecue made with love and care. With a kids menu and outdoor patio, we have something for all ages. Come for the barbecue, stay for the good times with family and friends.
Country Equipment is your locally owned full-service dealer of Kubota, Polaris, Skag, and Hustler equipment. Whether it's for 2 or 200 acres, Country Equipment has the Kubota tractor and attachments to help you get the job done. Country Equipment carries a full line of trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, and more from top brands like Echo and Steel. Mowers from brands like Kubota, Hustler, and Skag are sure to keep your place looking great all year round. Plus a full parts and service department for all the brands we carry. Come see us today at your locally owned Country Equipment.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. We'll have our Smokin' Joe's players of the game here in just a little bit. About 7 minutes, 57 seconds left. Is going to be a little quarterback throwback coming. Wyatt Probst plays it pretty good, runs him out of bounds. Good job playing that one there. A little trickeration from the Elks.
Running back, the only complete pass for the Elks tonight. Gain of 3 yards there for Elk City. They're 1 of 3 now, I believe, on the evening in the air.
2nd and 7.
I'm keeping eyes on this Blanchard game. They went for 2. They called a timeout right before it was snapped.
Another run there from Elk City. He'll pick up a couple. Be 3rd and 5 coming up, looks like. Maybe 4.5.
So they've...
Is that the 3rd timeout on the 2-point conversion?
There's been 3 timeouts on this 2-point conversion. So they had a penalty. Clinton had 2 penalties, and now it's inside the 1-yard line, or at the 1, for the extra point. And it's, if you don't get the extra point, I know you're at the 1, and you want to win the football game, and I understand, but I don't know. It's just you don't get it, your season's over. You kick the extra point, you can still play football.
3rd down coming up for the Elks here. They'll try and run it. Flag comes in. Looks like we're going to get a holding penalty on this one, so it'll push them back.
Jalen Lane, Adrian Avalar on the tackle there.
Elk City coaches fired up about something.
So that one's going to take him back 15 more as the sideline is going to get a flag for...
It's about time. He's kind of been out there quite a ways all night.
I'm not saying he doesn't have a right to be yelling and stuff, but he's been on the numbers a lot of the night doing it, and you got to stay close to the sideline.
That's sort of the magic rule is you got to stay beyond the numbers. Get past them, that's frowned upon in this institution.
Well, and you're not even supposed to be on the field at all. They're going to get a chop block and an unsportsmanlike. Is that right?
Looks like it.
So 30 yards of penalties right here coming up.
I think the first one will be 15, and the second one will be half the distance.
Here they go. So Blanchard gets it in, and there's a flag, a false start on the right side of the line, I believe. So it ain't going to count. They're probably going to just go back and kick the extra point now.
Right, after. That's what you call much ado about nothing.
No. So I'm moving back. But just a huge decision there.
Not sure what are we looking for here. So the first penalty occurred during the play.
Yeah, and then it's a dead ball, unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, so you should mark that one off 15. Set the ball down.
And
then half the distance to the goal from there. Oh, so
we declined it. We declined the shot block. So
We're
it's 4th down.
We're causing the confusion here.
Sorry, folks.
But that's a smart play by our coaches there, decline the penalty that happened during the play, which results in a loss of down. So you get to 4th down, then you get a penalty.
Blanchard missed the extra point, and their season's over, almost.
21-20.
Clinton going to win on the road in Blanchard. First round upset. Kendall back deep to receive now. McAdoo taking the rest of the night off. He's up and fine on the sideline, so.
Punt's high and short. Got to get away from that
now
one.
They touch it, so it's live, and you can touch it if you want. It's one of those, if it touches the other team, and good job by Jordan Lane trying to make something happen there. But just a shocking deal here as Blanchard's going to have to kick an onside. There's 33 seconds on the clock, I believe. Or did they have the quarter messed up on the Squirtle? Because it's showing me now 4th quarter, 12 minutes, and it said 4th quarter the whole time. Okay, they changed. Okay, it's 37 seconds. Yep, you're right. It was on my screen. They were messed up on their scoreboard, so.
Tracking 2 games here. We got Blanchard on Squirtle, watching that one happen. 6:40 left for the Tigers. Sean Roundsville breaking through, chopped down, but he'll be right at the first down marker.
9 yards there for
nice
Roundsville.
Run there.
Yeah, he goes over 100.
Great job getting a push on those big guys up front. Clark, Morales,
those guys have done
White.
a great job the whole year, but tonight again answering the call. When it's time to run the football, you run the football. Blanchard lining up for an onside kick here. And they got to get this or it's over for them, but most likely. I don't know how many timeouts they have, but there was a bunch called on that.
Can't imagine anybody has any left after that 2-point conversion. 2nd and 1 for the Tigers. Love to get this converted, keep the drive alive, and they've got room.
Oh my God,
my goodness, look at the push there from that offensive line, folks.
Blanchard just got the
Kevin,
recovery.
if you've got that replay, just look at where the ball starts, folks. Look at where it starts, and then look at the red jerseys. Just there's nobody there. They push those linemen all the way back. That's just great training, conditioning. These Tiger offensive linemen are still fresh out there getting a good push.
Yeah. Just left side. Blanchard recovers the onside kick. There's 36 seconds left. Ball's at their own 47-yard line, just at midfield. They need a field goal to tie it or to take the win.
1st and 10, Tigers at the 25-yard line. They'll give it to Roundsville, who's got some room. Spins off a tackle. Good blocking down the field. He'd be brought down. He should be inbound, so they'll stop it for the first down, but then they will reset the chains and hopefully keep the clock rolling. Good run. Nice spin move there.
That's beautiful. Just got nice feet work, keeping his balance. The offensive line really showing their level here of stamina, and it's something that they haven't really played 4 quarters in a while.
Yeah, absolutely. And your right tackle over there is Gavin Hines, number 57. Right guard, Mikey Turner. Your center's number 50, Ryan Morales. And then your left guard is going to be number 60, Eli Clark. And your left tackle, number 65, Tandon White. Big shout out to those guys. And then Will Garrett back there, wearing number 44, doing a good job lead blocking. Look at Roundsville just follow him up in the hole and then bounce around, stay in bounds.
Good job holding his ground right there. Kind of went down a little funky right there, but he hops back up. He just was hitting the brakes right there.
Yeah.
Blanchard clocked it. There's 14 seconds. Ball on the 49-yard line of Clinton. It's 3rd down.
Exciting game going on over there.
Trying to keep
Tigers doing a good job staying in bounds. Sean Roundsville, good job there. Kind of took a little bit of punishment for it, but the clock will continue to run. 4:48.
Well, he went from 28 yards in the first quarter, or first half, 19 carries, 133 yards.
Incomplete pass for Blanchard. They'll give it to Roundsville again, kind of stutter steps, breaks through. He was down.
Yeah, he's way down.
Oak City was excited for a second. He'd be right close to the first down, too, which would put it 1st and goal, so it'll be third down now. Tigers making sure they got the right personnel out there. They'll be content to let the clock wind down. Taylor Serrano 2 is about to start on Netflix. Good boxing match, but still not Tyson and Paul yet. Brownsville's hitting the backfield, but stays churning, falls forward. I think he's going to have enough for the first down.
Yeah, he does. Well, I say that. He's laying at the 3-yard line, and the guy on the far is kind of near the 4. So it'll be 4th down, it looks like. I don't know. It depends on where they spot this.
They're going to measure. See how it goes. Official timeout. It says, let's bring the... Bradley's going to see if he can get in there close and see how many
what the pixels are
how many links on the chain we got.
Go to the ball, Bradley, and we don't want to
Zoom
watch those
in.
dads run out there with the chains. They might fall
Official's
down.
going to block our view. Does he not know? Does he not know where the camera is? Stand on the other side.
Radio.
Come on.
Let's get the
radio down to
in.
the field. Hey, bud.
I think we got it. We got it. I see it clear as day.
First down. Good camera work there, Bradley. Nice work.
2 seconds left in the Blanchard game. They're going to go to the end zone here. One final play. Perryman lets it rip from the 50 into the end zone over everybody's head, and that's the ball game. Clinton on the road, 21-20 win at Blanchard, the upset of the state champions. And the crowd down in the stadium, our student section, is cheering. They saw it live as well.
3:55 left here in Tuttle. Tigers trying to put some more points on the board here.
Brownsville, 21 carries, 141 yards, and a touchdown. Patient, good job.
Spins, bottled up, stays on his feet, still driving. He'll be stopped short.
They got the ball out. They're going to call him down, it looks like, again. Take a look at
Hotworks Mustang replay. Sean Brownsville does a good job staying.
This is when they take it out after he's down right there on the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, he picks it off of him like a buzzard.
And the stadium replay for everybody to see that he was down.
See if Cruz Campbell can get his second rushing touchdown of the night.
I don't think they're going to run Cruz here. He'll have to do the naked bootleg here if he wants to get in the end zone. They're telling 12, you just hand it to 27, and 27 you follow 56 and 44.
Mikey Turner lined up in the backfield here.
I like it. Cale Harriman at
Let's
left
do a little
guard.
underneath handoff to 56. Pursuit coming off that backside. He's
Good
chopped
job
down.
by Oak City right there. Getting down
Oh, that
the
was
line.
Vanderberg.
Yep.
Excuse me, Major Vanderberg taking the
Well,
handoff.
that's smart too. I mean,
Yep.
you're not really trying to score here. You're just running the clock.
Yeah, you're going to let that thing run down as far as possible.
Parker Madison took he's tough. The sophomore backup quarterback and took a big shot last week, and so they're just letting Campbell as Parker heals up to get ready to go next week, hopefully.
That's right. Hopefully he'll get some time next week. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left here for the Tigers. Flag is going to be a delay of game against the Tigers. Didn't quite get it off quick enough. It'll stop the clock with 2:25 left. Tigers up 31-6. So we saw that Clinton Blanchard game ended with Clinton beating Blanchard 21-20. Bethany's up 28-6 over Weatherford. Cushing and Ada 42-36 Ada right now. Elgin 43-0. That's the final. Wagner 49-21. That's final. Grove is up over Salisaw now 20-17 in the fourth quarter. Hilldale beats Miami 21-9.
I didn't realize, and Lance Cobb, thanks for guys texting in, I didn't even realize they didn't miss the extra point. They tried to.
Pass batted down, had Oglesby streaking across, but a couple defenders back there. Number 4 says he had him clamped.
So they got that penalty from the 2 and went back to from the 1 and went back to the 6-yard line. They went for 2 from the 6 and incompleted it, and that was how they lost. That's how they. I mean, they didn't lose on that play, but I mean, essentially, you don't tie the game up, you do. So
Garadog in for the field goal. We'll see if we can get another discount multiplier here.
Bo said no discounts. He said that cuts into my deer time. Yeah, he does. Nails it.
Don't need the discount, but the field goal's good, so 34-6 on the Garadog field goal for the Tigers. 2:15 left here in Tuttle. Tigers looking to take a round one victory. They've got 2 minutes, 15 seconds left to do it. And we'll have our Smokin' Joe's players of the game here shortly. Been a good game tonight. Defensively, there's not, I don't see anything jumping out. You know, it's been a good team effort there. There hasn't been any huge turnovers from the Tigers, any, just massive plays. You've seen them kind of spread the wealth in terms of tackles.
And I think, I'll tell you this, I'm going to vote for the guy because I think he deserves it. I think he really, really earned it tonight. You saw him come in after a few snaps, and he really changed the game. And he's a ninth grader, and he's a 6'3", 315-pound ninth grader who's going to be playing Power 5 football 4 years from now. But Cale Harriman comes in and just completely plugs up the A-gaps. And I don't know how – I can't vote for – I mean, there's a bunch of guys that had big nights and all that. But Harriman, I mean, he had a big night. He had, I think, I've got him down for 13 tackles.
The other guy that jumps to mind, Jet McCoy, back there in the back
Jet
end, played really well tonight. Yeah. But I have to agree with you. I think Kel Harriman might have earned, as a freshman, Smokin' Joe's Defensive Player of the Game tonight.
Yeah, and I might talk to a few of the youngsters tonight after the game down on the field.
Ogg gets a boot into this one, and it'll be back into the end zone. I think he gave him enough chances. He finally got one like he wanted it. High end-over-end kick. Bounces over the fence down there. So the Tigers are up 34-6. Defensively, Kel Harriman might be, defensive. We'll just go with it. Let's say it. Defensive player of the game. Kel Harriman.
I know Luke had a big game too, but Luke has a big game every week, I'll tell you, and that's not to discredit what he did. And it's not like they're getting a steak sandwich or ribs or anything. It's can't pay for play out here, but I said Cale was asked to come in to a playoff game as a ninth grader and hold the line and be the guy that takes up the A gaps and keeps them off the backers. And he made a bunch of plays and got
did that and
done.
more.
He did everything he was supposed to do. He went on and played some offense snaps too. So Cale Harriman, Defensive Player of the Game tonight. Smokin' Joe's Barbecue, Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch.
As Elk City gets the ball back, 2 minutes, 9 seconds. Clock will tick under 2 minutes here. Offensively, you've got the stats over there. It's kind of a spread the wealth kind of a deal. Roundsville was quiet in the first half. Roundsville got loud in the second half. Cruz Campbell gets his first rushing touchdown of the year. McAdoo with a couple of touchdowns as well.
Yeah, I mean, Mac had a big night. 5 catches, 82 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air. Cruz Campbell was really good. I think he makes a case for it as well. And Cruz Campbell 15 of 23 for, I think, right at 200 yards. 201 will give him, and 2 touchdowns. No mistakes. He was smart with the football, orchestrated drives. And I think you can go Co, and I'm going to go Co because I can. But Sean Roundsville, 22 carries, 142, and a touch. It comes in, had a mistake early. First fumble of the year, and really, that play stretched out and a bunch of guys on him, and they got a hand in there late. But Sean Roundsville, 22 carries, 142, and a touchdown. And then Cruz Campbell, 15 of 23 for 201 and 2 touchdowns. So big nights there.
I like it. Jet McCoy and Adrian Avalar on the tackle there. So co-offensive players of the game, Cruz Campbell and Sean Roundsville, the backfield duo for the Tigers. Getting it done tonight. 34-6. Clock is at 37 seconds. They'll have to snap it one more time. But this will be the end of the road for the Elk City Elks. And the Tigers will advance to week 2 of the playoffs, and the Hilldale Hornets will be coming to town next week. We will host again here at Richardson Family Stadium. And the conditions might be a little different. Some cold front blowing through next week.
Not for us.
Might be a little chillier. Tiger TV booth will be warm and dry. But getting to the end of the season where it's kind of football weather. So you can expect some cold. He's going to blow him out of bounds here. So the clock will stop with 6 seconds left.
Coach Limo giving old Luke Falwell a hug on the sideline for a good game played. This will be it here in Tuttle. As like we mentioned, we'll host again next week here. They're going deep.
Throw it down the field. Zarian Kendall's going to go over there and try and get him an interception. Almost got it, but it was batted away. He was going to finish it off with a pick.
Look at Jordan's giving Jalen crap. He said, get out of Zarian's way. Let him pick that thing off. And
let him get it.
There's going to be a flag. We're going to have roughing the passer here. Looks like it. I think he's just upset. I don't know what the flag's for. Personal foul.
You didn't have that on replay, did you, Kevin? That'll be the end of the game right there. Tigers win 34-6. They'll play Hilldale next week. So week 2 coming up for your Tigers. Good victory tonight. A couple of things to clean up for the Tigers, some penalties and such. But overall, they settle in. Elk City comes in fired up. They had a game plan that they were going to try and keep the ball. They did. They were going to keep it away from the Tigers. They were going to mix up the looks on defense, but the Tigers make good adjustments and get points on the board. 17-0 at halftime. They finish 34-6. Get the victory. They go 1-0 in the playoffs. And we'll look at our Hotworks Mustang hot plays of the game. Defense comes up big on the first drive, getting a 4th down stop. Elk City had been driving. Cam McDoulet makes him pitch it early. And then Jordan Lane, as he's done all year, tackling in the open field. And then keep your eyes on number 11. You knew they weren't going to keep him quiet too long. Cruz Campbell drops it in over a cornerback and a safety. Here's a nice play design. We've seen this play a couple of times. They've thrown the bubble screen. This time throw the little jailbreak screen underneath to Jalen Lane. Nice gain. Good play design there. Number 21, Jet McCoy, coming up, making a play in the open field. Quarterback kept it, and McCoy tackles him for a loss there. That was a big play.
I think we need to add Jet to the player of the game, too. What do you
Let's
think?
do it. Kel Harriman and Jet McCoy, player of the game. Replays gets him nominated and awarded. And then McAdoo just making guys miss. I think 5 missed tackles on that one run. Then Roundsville, they fed him this drive over and over and over again, and he finds pay dirt into the end zone. And then Sean Roundsville again, they're going to hand it to him. He's going to make a stiff arm, cut back, spin, come back around. Tandon White getting out, blocking. Jet McCoy blocking down the field. Good offensive
Morales
play.
is jogging out and running out there trying to find somebody.
This is Cruz Campbell scrambling, looking to red, sees it. He's going to go for it, gets it, drops the ball emphatically. And Sean Roundsville again. There was a steady dose of 27 in the second half, and this is one where, picks up a first down, keeps the clock rolling, able to wind it down. Tigers take the victory 34-6 here at Richardson Family Stadium. They'll play Hilldale as they come to town next week. We'll have a coaches show, the playoff preview, Wednesday night. So tune into that, be on Tiger TV. And then we'll have some football action here Friday night. Come out, get loud.
Yeah, you need to put your warm clothes on and come out. It'll be a good ball game. Hilldale going to come to town. It'll be a tough football game and maybe a little bit of elements, and you need to be here cheering them on. It's the last home game of the year, and then we have a bye. If you win that game, you have a bye week. So you get a week's worth of rest to get your bodies freshened back up. And then you go on a 2-week season in the semifinals and finals ahead of that. The semifinals will be a neutral site. We will broadcast that game as far as we know right now. And then the finals, we're unable to bring that to you. You'll have to get an NFHS Network pass. I think it's $10. You can watch it on NFHS Network in the state finals, but we would challenge you to just go ahead and get down to UCO, former Watland Stadium, better known as the
Chad Richardson Stadium.
Our counterpart owning both of those, or not owning both of them, but helping build both of those places. But our Smokin' Joe's players of the game, we talked about those. We go with Cale Harriman, the freshman, defensive tackle, play a little offense. Jet McCoy had a big night in the run game. Really had to step up and be physical, and I think you got to see Jet be physical for not the first time all year, but more of it.
More of it tonight.
And then Sean Roundsville churned out a ton of yards. Like I mentioned, 22 carries, 142 yards, and a touchdown. And then Cruz Campbell, 15-23, 201, and 2 touchdowns. Our Smokin' Joe's special teams player of the game, Mr. Garrett Ogg, as he drilled a 45-yard field goal. And then another one later in the game to close out the scoring for the Tigers. So Garrett Ogg, our special teams player of the game for the we'll throw that in there when they kick
Absolutely.
it as well.
I like it. Check out our post-game interviews on X. Check out Tuttle Tiger TV on X. You can see those. Breck Draper will be on 107.7 The Franchise tonight.
Yep, I'm going to find out what time. I might not know in time.
It'll be between 10:10 and 10:40.
Yeah, that's when
so
it is.
check it out. Tune into 107.7. You can catch all highlights and updates from games all around the state. But another good one here at Richardson Family Stadium. Tigers go 1-0 in the playoffs like they wanted to, advance to week 2. And it'll be back at home next week for the Tigers. And so for Tiger TV, Bradley on the camera, Hudson Peck over here keeping stats, Breck Draper, Kevin Rogers, I'm Eli Pagel. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.